Collider Live, the best show on the YouTube. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Collider Live. It's nice to talk to you all and hope you all are doing so very well on this wonderful, what the hell is it, Wednesday. Look at that, Wednesday. And as I go into the next part, I'll go a little serious.
Yeah.
It's September 11th.
Tough day.
Very tough day, and a day that, you know, we'll live in infamy, but also one of those things that it's, for me, and I've talked about on the show, I just recently went back and we talked about it a few.
Your buddy Brian.
My buddy Brian. A lot of people were lost in that really tragic, terrible day, and but the city has rebounded tremendously. Even that particular area, the atmosphere, New Yorkers and America in general, tough as nails, and we have come back from it, and we're still, you know.
Did I ever tell you like my 1/9/11 story where I actually like ended up at Ground Zero by accident, like 5 months after it happened?
No.
Yeah, you told it on
Did I tell you
day.
on the air?
Yeah, on
Really?
that day.
Yeah.
He was.
Where was I?
You might not have been here.
Yeah.
You might have been during. Or I'm not sure. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
You can listen.
Let me ask you guys this,
Yeah.
or especially to you, Kristian,
Yeah.
because I'm always curious how people like to be. When I woke up this morning, I thought I'm going to text Kristian today because I know that this is it's a hard day for people, but it's a specific one for you. And then I was like, oh, I don't know. I don't want to like start his day off that way. It was like 7 a.m. Maybe you were still not remembering what day it was, or like with your kids. How do you like to be? How do you like your friends to approach you on today?
From you, nothing would bother me
Okay.
because I know where it's coming from. It's coming from a place of love, concern, respect, and just, you know, overall, you're a good person. So it's like so you just want to know kind of how, you know, I'm totally cool. I would absolutely be all right with that, and it's the day. So eventually, I'm going to think about it one way or another. Why not by you? Okay. So yeah, I would. That's it. Just, you know, it's one thing to be like someone who had. Even someone I don't know. It's like, hey, you know, thinking about you today because of this. I'd be
as long as they're respectful about it.
Yeah.
When I lived in New York, I lived on the corner of Grand and Lafayette, right? And when I first moved in there, the corner that was like that you saw out our window, there was a parking lot there, and one of those like New York parking lot where you pulled up and they like raised the car up so you could fit more cars in there. And then they cleared out that parking lot and leveled the ground, and that was becoming where they drilled down that water tunnel that they were building from all the way up north and running into the city, so that you could actually provide water for everybody. And they were blasting. They were doing dynamite, and a guy in my building that lived like 2 floors below me, I saw him like walking in. He's like, "Can't take any more of this dynamite. It reminds me of 9/11." And like I was like, "Holy shit!" Like I didn't even think about that because from where I lived, you could hear the planes hit the tower. I mean, it wasn't even like
my ex at the time. I mean, before I kind of knew anything happened with my friend, when I talked to her that day. And she was in a place because the first one had hit, and then she was in a place. They all went up to kind of look at the smoke and everything where she was working at Scholastic. You know,
right there on West Broadway.
Yeah, Prince Street.
Or Prince Street.
And they saw the second one from the rooftop, and they just saw everyone just scattered. At that point, you just go, we're under attack.
And it was before cell phone videos, really. I mean, the iPhone didn't come like 5 years. You had like the crappy little flips,
phone,
or the Sidekick or whatever, but you didn't. Yeah.
When I was just there for Schmoedown, I was meeting a friend of mine for coffee, and I don't know if you guys had heard about this story earlier this year. It's so crazy how many of these things happen that I don't hear about because of just the amount of things that are happening in this country. But did you hear about I think it was this year where a helicopter crashed into a building in New York?
Yes.
Yeah.
My Pinto told me about it.
So my friend works like the building across. They were like looking at what was happening, and everybody was like obviously petrified. And there's this app that a lot of New Yorkers have. I guess people in LA have it too, but I didn't know what it was.
Citizen?
Yeah, where everybody
It's
like immediately was on it, being like, this is not a terrorist attack. This is a pilot lost control over. Yeah, this is an error. Like, and then immediately that was the first app to say like, guys, everybody, it's okay. And I thought that was interesting.
When I was there, a plane crashed into a building up in the Upper West Side, but it was like a prop plane, and it was total pilot error. But everybody, that was 2005, 2006. So 4 years later,
because the first plane that hit the towers, everyone thought was a pilot error.
Yeah,
everyone thought that first, and then once the second one hit, that's when everyone was like, "Well, wait a minute now." But anyway, so it is a day to anybody in general.
Were you in Florida?
I was here.
Oh, you were here.
Yeah, I was here. Brett Sheridan was the one I was sleeping. You know, I'm a Brett Sheridan.
We were
You're
working at
CPK,
CPK at the
right?
time,
Yeah.
both of us.
Yeah, but I mean, not when it happened.
It would have been
but
5
at the
a.m.
time.
your time.
It was
here,
Yeah,
right? 5 or
it
6.
was-
Around that.
So, yeah, I think it was first one hit at like
9.
Was it 9 o'clock?
Yeah, it's around 9 o'clock.
All right, but it was
That was totally by
That
accident.
wasn't.
That wasn't-
I know.
I
But
couldn't-
I know. But
Totally.
But anyway, either way, he woke me up after
Yeah.
I think it was the second one it just hit, and
Yeah.
then he woke me up, and I was like, "What's going on?" So I ran to the television and started watching. But anyway, in general, everybody, just human beings, good human beings, felt something that day that you never want to feel, and for everybody who experienced loss on that day, hearts, thoughts, prayers, everybody's with you. So we're hopefully that on today we can try to do something stupid and goofy to make you laugh. But and we're only going to do it in about an hour and a half because today we end at 11:30.
Yes.
Just to give you a quick heads up, tomorrow we'll be back regular time, but today's 11:30.
What are you thinking for butt monkey business today?
For butt monkey business?
For,
Butt monkey business.
I stuttered.
What do you
Okay.
think of some butt monkey business? I have a very special event for everybody today. It's a butt monkey business. Does anybody want some butt monkey business?
Let's make that trend.
Would you like some butt monkey business?
And there's so many.
It's coming to
bananas.
Hasbro.
A lot of bananas involved in butt monkey business.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Is Dorina here all of a sudden?
Oh, hey, zing, zang, zong.
What were you asking, butt monkey?
Who's
I was trying to
literally
segue
left.
well, guys.
Is Jumanji like the funniest monkey movie where like the monkeys
I
are
hate that
messing
monkey. It
around?
looks so fake.
No, like yeah, I know they look silly fake. I mean that movie's as far as the CGI
Yeah.
does not hold up that
Like
well.
Gremlins.
But also like
Friends.
the Friends monkey
Yeah.
turned
Marcel.
on them.
Marcel.
That monkey, that's first of all, I was watching this show with my little nephew that was called like 72 World's Dangerous Animals, and he freaked out for it, right? And it scared the crap out of me because there was like spiders and bugs, everything obviously scared me.
Right. Spider monkey.
A spider monkey. And they were talking about this monkey, and they were like, this is like the monkey in Friends, and it was like the 7th most deadly monkey. And I was like,
Right.
why did they have that on that show?
Well, chimpanzees also. I love
Just
chimpanzees.
sitting around that stupid monkey.
What makes
and
a
monkeys
monkey
are gross.
deadly? If it bites you?
Yeah, like it can attack you and
Rip
rip
your
your
ass
eyeballs
off.
Yeah, I
off.
think it could just beat the shit out of you
Yeah.
if it's a big enough
I-
chimpanzee.
Oh, chimpanzee beat the piss out of you.
Yeah.
Back in the
Smash
day,
your skull like a grape.
I mean, your dad could probably tell you stories about this because my dad told me stories about this. Back in the day, they used to have church fairs, you know? Like, I mean, I'm sure they still have church fairs and everything, but back in the day, they were like a very popular thing. And like the whole town went and whatever. And my dad said in like the 50s and 60s, when he was a kid, you could get into a cage and fight an orangutan.
I heard, well, I mean, any which way but loose. Remember that movie with
Yeah,
Clint.
Clint.
Eastwood? And,
Yes.
yeah. I mean, he didn't fight him. It was his buddy, but Clyde would fight, and Clyde would fight other people. Remember?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
so messed up.
I know.
Yeah, I don't
They
know if
would
it's
put
true.
boxing gloves on an orangutan, and
then-
you would get in a ring,
And
and,
then
like
but he fuck you up.
he would mess your
At
day
church?
up at a church fair.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sounds about
This
right.
is why you got to go Jewish.
So tell me about the butt monkey.
I have nothing to tell you about.
You had
the
something
butt
you were
You
going
were
to
going to
ask.
go monkey
No,
on
I
it.
didn't.
You did. What do you mean didn't? How did we get on this conversation?
I said, what monkey tricks do you have for us today? Because you said we're going to make them laugh. And I said, what monkey business do you
And
got
you
for
wound
us?
up doing it by bringing up the butt monkey.
The butt monkey, Araska.
Did you
is the
like
bad
the
night.
Friends seasons with the monkey? I thought
Yeah.
the monkey was
I
stupid.
loved it.
Would you
Yeah,
guys get a monkey as a pet?
No.
I
No
want a
way.
snake.
You want a
a
snake?
snake?
Yeah, I've always wanted a snake, but
No,
I don't
thanks.
want to have to feed it mice.
Well,
Yeah,
that's what they eat.
Feed it.
That's what you have to feed
Feed it
them.
your head. I'll tell
I
you.
get that, Mark.
Listen to
Yeah.
this. Listen to this story. So my friend, he lives
Pinto.
not Pinto.
Rico.
Guy here, Rico.
Cassia. Oh no, wait.
Ralph
not,
Biscuits.
what's sorry?
Sean Rico.
Rico.
Sean Rico.
Good
James.
No, my friend Rob.
Jim.
No, my friend Rob.
I was gonna get
And-
there.
But you didn't. So anyway,
What's the guy's name that looks like me?
Savarese.
Savarese. That's what I was going
No,
for.
it wasn't Savarese.
Rico.
This is Rob. So Rob lives not too far away, but like kind of up in the hills a little bit. And so he posts this picture in his backyard, not a backyard, in his garage. It's going huge rattlesnake.
Oh, boy.
Massive.
In the garage?
Massive rattlesnake. His 7.5-year-old finds it, right? And I go, did he freak out? I was like, no. Walks in, he goes, oh, Dad, rattlesnake.
Oh, he
And
knew
then-
what it was.
Yeah. Well, he's not 2. He's 7.5. He goes,
That's still- I mean,
and he goes,
I'm-
he goes, rattlesnake. And like, oh, all right. And I said, what'd you do? Did you call animal control? No, we just kind of let him do his thing and leave. And I go, until he's in your bed.
Yeah. I would have lit my house on fire and
No,
moved.
Just get out.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the thing, and I'll show you the picture. I'll show you the picture during the break. I'll try to find it actually when someone else is talking. And it is massive. It's
Yeah.
not like a little rattlesnake.
How
It's
long feet?
I don't know. I didn't have a measure.
So when
you
I
just a massive.
I play a decent amount of golf here in LA, and most of the courses that aren't like the city courses, even the city courses, I saw a rattlesnake at Griffith Park the one time in one of the courses. But most of the desert courses are like canyon courses, so you get to like Santa Clarita, Simi Valley, those kind of areas. use Camarillo, whatever. Most of them
You said
are.
that.
Did I say Camarillo?
I think so.
I said Santa Clarita.
I think you said Camarillo.
Okay. Camarillo. If anybody watches baskets, you should. Okay, so, but most of the courses say, like, don't go off the fairway. If your ball goes in the woods, don't go it because it's like rattlesnake prone area, right? So I first moved here. It's like 2 years into me living in LA, and I'm playing golf, and I'm just driving the cart down the dirt path, and my buddy's in the shotgun. And he's like, "Don't hit that stick." And I was like, "All right, I'll move out of the way of the stick." It was a rattlesnake.
Yeah,
That's how big this rattlesnake was. That he's like, "Don't like a normal stick. You just run over with the cart."
What
This
did you do?
rattlesnake-
You went-
Holy jeez! I wanted to lick him.
Oh, Jesus.
Right?
Let me say.
Oh, I would have freaked the hell out.
I want to freak my.
Oh, my
Send it
God.
to Cody, have him
Yeah.
put it on the
I
thing.
want.
Oh,
Yeah,
Jesus.
you know what? I want to freak my friend out.
Oh,
I don't
wow.
know. I don't know if I should send people to his Instagram because he's gonna be. I don't think he's gonna be.
It
expecting
like
everybody to
wraps
go there.
around. That looks like a
I
python.
know. You know what? You know what I can do?
It's near a door too. What if you come out of the door and just getcha?
Yeah, let me. You know what? I'm gonna text my friend right now. I'm gonna see if
God.
I can send people to his Instagram.
Yeah, they're all over Runyon sometimes.
Why don't you just grab a screenshot of Cody?
Because
throw it up?
maybe he wants
Put it
people
on
to
your
go there.
Instagram story.
Yeah.
Oh, that thing's huge. Have
huge.
you ever seen one at Runyon? That was the one time I
No,
got really,
I
really
haven't.
scared with Cal because
I
we
went there
came around a
twice.
corner and there was a huge rattlesnake in the middle and some guy was trying to kill it with a rock.
Smart.
And Cal was like, "Yeah, let's go." And I was like holding Cal, going, "Please get back."
That's how
dude.
Drew's
no,
dog
no.
died.
Is
Oh
it really?
yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Drew Guy?
Yeah.
Not his
Drew
current
McQueen.
dog. His
Yeah, his old-
guy. Drew
yeah.
Guy. Yeah, he was hiking. It was
That
his,
was
it was his roommate's dog, and he
worst
was
ever.
watching his roommate's dog for a year, and so it was like his dog. They lived together. Like he treated it like it's his dog, and he went on a hike and snake.
Yeah.
A snake bit the dog.
Yep.
Yeah, and he died.
Oh no!
Yeah,
I
they
didn't
carried
know
it
That's
that.
how.
down,
That's
couldn't-
when he got his new dog.
What kind of
man.
dog was it? Same thing?
I don't know.
Because his dog came to Schmoedown on Saturday.
And Drew was walking in when that happened.
I mean, Drew was crushed, guys.
Of
This
course.
was like a whole
Of
saga. It was because he had to get the dog.
to put him down.
And,
Oh.
Yeah, it was a whole.
Oh,
it
that's
was-
horrendous.
It was
Because he's
awful.
such. People,
Couldn't
people
imagine.
don't realize that about.
No, he's
Guy.
such a softie.
He's such a sensitive
Yeah.
dude, and and he's
and
as
he
you
had to
see-
call his roommate, who
Of
was like
course.
in
Pakistan.
Japan or something. I think.
How old was the dog?
I don't know actually. I don't know, but not gonna
Not-
die dog.
Awful.
Have you got? Okay, I think I may have brought this up on the show, maybe on another show. But there's this guy, and they call him the unfatigable man or something like that. And they did like this ESPN little E60 about him, right?
He's like literally the adrenaline or missing something that makes him tired, right?
Right.
I think I
Have you
watched
have you
this.
seen
Like
this?
some, yeah.
Scott Bakula did a movie like that on the Disney Channel. You ever see that?
Really?
What
Back
was it
in
called?
the day. It was
Was that what it was called? Like Bakula back in the day?
Bakula.
Bacula.
No, it was before he did
You
Quantum
got-
Leap.
that's
This
huge.
is like 85, and somehow he gets like these superpowers or whatever it is, and he's running, and he just can keep running until he doesn't get tired. But go ahead, talk
That's
about
like
this
this
guy.
And
Yeah.
how come Scott Bakula has never been Dracula? Like Bakula is
Bakula
Dracula.
is Dracula.
How have we not got that?
Yeah, at least on Saturday Night Live.
Right? I mean,
Maybe they
during
did
his
it.
Quantum Leap days, did he not
kill
host?
you with a spatula?
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Close.
Cody? Yeah.
Oh, you like that one? All right, all right.
Or like, why didn't Snoop Dogg ever do Crackula? And it was like a crackhead Dracula.
Why would that?
Why?
Because he was always doing those sketch shows and like those sketches.
I don't know about that one.
No?
You missed the mark on that one.
Okay.
Snoop it and poop.
What
Poop
about
to Snoop.
Barack Obama as Baracula? Baracula?
I'm all right with that.
Okay.
He doesn't,
No,
Cody didn't like
Cody,
that
not a
one.
fan.
No.
Okay, so we were talking about what? Snakes? So,
No,
yeah,
you're
so the
talking about
unfatigable
the
man.
unfatigable
Okay.
What were we talking about? Snakes? What were snakes?
Apparently, we're talking about Crackula. Go ahead.
And Snoop Dogg.
Dracula. Okay, so this guy, he's an ultra marathoner and he has the world record in the ultra marathon, was 120 miles running, just going,
Yes.
right? He ran across Death Valley and it was so hot that his feet were melting, so he had to run on the paint in the
Yikes.
middle of the road. That's how hot it was when he was running. Anyway, so as his day job, because he doesn't really make much money ultra marathoning, he didn't sponsor anything,
Right.
he is a snake wrangler and alligator wrestler. And
as one is.
ESPN follows him to this like alligator farm in Florida, right? And he's like, I'm going to wrestle this alligator today. And he does this thing, and he's like, all right, now it's time for the rattlesnakes or whatever. And the rattlesnake bites him, and he looks at the camera. He's like, I got about 30 minutes. We should go to the hospital. And they were like, what? He's like, no, yeah, we should. Oh, I got about 30 minutes. Like all calm, whatever.
Yeah.
They put him in the car. 5 minutes in, he's like, yep, losing feeling in my legs. You might want to put the gas. You want to put the pedal to
Pedal to
the
the
metal.
metal.
And then like 15 minutes, he's like, can't really see out of my left eye now. And I'm blind. All right, we
This
got
is all
about
on-
seven.
this is all
This is
on-
on camera, and he's saying it so calm, and you
Right.
can hear the camera guy going like, "Fucking go!" He's freaking out.
And he was all right.
He was fine. They got the anti-venom in him, and that was that. But what like people don't realize, without health insurance, rattlesnake anti-venom is like $15,000.
Oh God.
Yeah. And with insurance, it's still like $8.
Well, you were telling me this
That's
is
probably close.
this is not
It's
rattlesnake
stupid.
So dumb.
anti-venom, but you were telling me, I can't believe how much your EpiPens cost
Oh,
you.
EpiPens are insane.
That's
Yeah.
even with insurance, that's crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah. And that's why when I go to the restaurants, Amanda's like, "Are there nuts in it?" Like,
We cannot afford for him to use one.
Well, as promised, hilarity. All right, let's because we're gonna have kind of a shorter show today. We should kind of jump right into some stuff. And before we get into news, just to let everybody know once again, if you didn't know, if you haven't watched today, you haven't been paying attention to the social media posts, we're doing a big contest, Florida, on October 19th.
Whoop, whoop.
We're going to be offering anybody who buys a ticket, anyone who buys a ticket. Once we get to 500 tickets, there will be a raffle. On the raffle, if you get chosen, 4 people will be chosen to compete in the pre-show on a 4-way match. The winner of that match will get a Schmoedown match in Los Angeles. You will get flown out to Los Angeles. You will get a hotel room in Los Angeles and play in a professional Schmoedown match next season. So even if you're anywhere near the Orlando area, then make sure that you can get there some way, somehow, because this is your shot. This is a chance to get entered into the Schmoedown raffle.
when I look in the state of Florida, it's like an upside down L, right? Where is Orlando? Is that Central Florida?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's about 2 hours away from Tampa.
Okay. 2
Rumor
hours from
has it
Tampa.
that everybody wants me there.
Okay, then show up.
Cool.
Wow.
You can go.
But I'll tell you this. Yesterday we made our first step into, like I said,
how'd that live
Larger world.
went great. Went great because I made, and I don't want to go too much into it because if you want to see the full announcement of what myself, Brett, and Mark did, it's on the Schmoedown channel. But it's just we're making, because I realized that not everybody watches the Schmoedown and wants to. If you're on that channel, that there's more entertainment and more things that you want to see, and to see just that, then please go and check out that announcement. Because if things go the right way, Roxy, with that particular announcement, I don't know if we're going to make it by the time we get there in October.
You don't know that.
Maybe not, but maybe we'll have the funds to send you.
Whoa.
We'll see.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, so
Crazy
please go check out,
town.
after this show is
Kristian.
over, please go check out the announcement that we did make over on that channel.
I did hear through the grapevine, though, that it went very well.
It did.
Can you? Oh, you can confirm.
It went very well. And
It did went
really well.
Monkey butts.
Monkey butts. But we had it was myself, Brett Sheridan, Mark Ellis, and David Michael Frank, who is an absolute baller.
Good.
He's great.
Who's David Michael Frank?
He's
the
our
one
social
that
media manager
is
on
very
Schmoedown.
quiet here that
Yeah.
you've seen a million times, but does
wouldn't even
all
know
of
he's
the
here.
pictures. Yeah, you would have no idea.
He's phenomenal.
Brown
He
hair.
runs the Schmoedown Instagram posts, and
This is a human that I've met before.
many
Yeah,
times.
a lot of times.
He's in the shadows.
It's bizarre.
And he's great.
I only
Great
know
pictures.
who he is.
Yeah.
I only know because Ben brought him on, and so I was friendly with him beforehand. But otherwise, I wouldn't know that he was here. He's so good at being
It's
incognito.
not Brandon Hanna.
No. It's David Michael Frank. He's a musician. He's a very
Do
talented
you think
musician.
that David Michael Frank is Brandon Hanna? Like you
I
thought
thought
that
that might
was
have been
It's
a
a Schmoedown
stage
name.
name.
It's a Schmoedown name.
No,
Anyway,
he's really good.
he's great,
though.
and he set it up. I mean, we had to put one of the, because we.
What's he look like? Like, give me like
Brown
a
hair, emo looking, like
Yeah.
little
Emo
punk
looking?
Yeah,
kid.
David Michael Frank. You'll see him in a second. He's a musician. He'll pop up there.
Is he
No,
Alex's
that's
brother?
not him.
That's not him.
Images. There he is.
sure
that's
That's
not
him.
him?
That
That's
is him.
Yeah, first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's him.
This person I've met
Yeah, you've
before.
met him.
Yeah, he's been here many times, and he's
Remember we went out and had all those drinks with him?
very talented musician. He's a
Did we, it got crazy and we went to that
You're
bar
a
hopping.
bold
And
face.
not
flush
true.
hair.
Anyway, he's a great dude. What we had to do
I was
yesterday.
thinking to myself, like, did I black out?
Yeah, we went old school schmoes though with this though.
Oh, did you?
So-
Actually, I guess
well,
I don't even know what punk means anymore. Is that an accurate description?
I don't know.
He looks kind of emo.
Okay.
But we went old school
earrings and
schmoes
rings.
because
What does that mean?
we were supposed to have yesterday. The entire studio is set up, right? And I don't. By the way, don't give locations of where it is. 'Cause I didn't tell anybody.
No.
In Florida.
In Florida.
Camarillo.
So
what part
we-
of Florida?
Orlando.
No, you son of a bitch. I was gonna say West Palm. Anyway, the point is that we had everything set up and we had the tripods, but we didn't have the tripods. We had one tripod. We were supposed to have all of them, but Hey Alex had brought them back from New York, and we didn't know where they were. I didn't ask him. So
I'm blaming Alex.
No, that's not his fault.
Chips.
And so anyway, so we had to go old school schmoes, and we put it on a box.
Yeah.
And it
Smart.
worked.
That's
And it
what they're
worked
there
well.
for.
And we called it out, and it's fun. And Brett had a really good time. So
When we used to shoot Old Wild Man TV, Mark would, if the tripod wasn't high enough or he didn't like it, we'd stack some boxes and then keep going books.
Yeah.
Until you got
That's
figured
kind of how
out.
we did it. So, but anyway, if you want to go check out that announcement, it's on the Schmoedown channel. All right, let's get to some moving news.
Moving news. All right, Andy Muschietti has confirmed that he is in talks
Flash?
with New Line.
Oh.
Nope, to make a supercut of It. So, and he wants to shoot 2 new scenes, one from the book and one that he's not really talking about, and then make this
make
epic,
it a huge movie.
Make it one big movie, and I don't know if it's going to be released in theaters or if this is
can't
DVD.
release that in theaters.
I wonder if they'll do a weekend.
Maybe like once.
Yeah.
How
For the
long?
super
It's
fans.
gotta be a 6-hour movie.
Yeah. I'm sure it's probably going to be around 5 hours.
Second one's too long. Man.
Do you remember? Did you ever go see North South in the theaters or
East West.
No, it was a Civil War movie.
Civil War movie.
And there was an
Patrick
intermission.
Swayze?
Yeah, it was an intermission in the movie. Do you never?
Right. I remember that, but I didn't see it.
That was really cool. I dug that.
Yeah. I wonder if they would put an intermission if it
I
put in
remember
theaters. But
all the movies that I had growing up with intermissions. Titanic was on 2 discs. Gone
No,
with
but
the
like
Wind
in
was
the
on
theater.
2
I'm talking about
tapes.
in the theater. Like they had an
like-
intermission in a movie.
Like, what did you do?
remember.
Went out to the
Snacks.
bathroom. It was a 4.5-hour movie. Was North South.
Right.
Yeah.
So let's see. Reilly, can you move your head? Sure. So the studio probably doesn't know this. He said, no, we're in talks with the studio to make a supercut, which is basically the 2 movies edited together with all the material that is not in the released versions. And yeah, there are a couple scenes that I want to shoot to make it a new experience.
yeah, I'll probably put some deleted scenes and new scenes.
One thing from the blah blah. One thing from the novel, and the other thing is not. I want to be a little cryptic about it. Shocker! It's a cryptic
How did the
movie about
second one
weird
do?
fucking
How did the
clowns.
second one do?
It's already crossed 100 million domestic. Made 91 million over the first weekend. It's at over 200 million
So
worldwide.
it did good.
It's doing well.
Didn't smash like the first one smashed.
Yeah, well, it's the second biggest horror movie opening of all
Right.
time.
This
So
movie
I would
is-
say it's doing pretty well.
Yeah. 190.
It's not a. The more I think about it, the more indifferent I am, kind of, about the movie.
Yeah.
It was
It
good
didn't
fun.
didn't
Good
stick with me.
fun.
Didn't stick with me the
Yeah.
same way the first one did.
I saw it a second time and
love
loved it even more.
Really?
Yeah.
You're a dork.
yeah.
I mean, but good,
Yeah.
good for you, Mark.
Yeah, you want to see it with me?
I also have watched the Bad Boys for Life trailer like 44 times.
That's. I don't
now
make fun of
something-
you for that.
something that
I
you-
don't fuck up.
Yeah.
Like
Now I'll tell you what. I don't think that you'll be as chipper about
Yeah.
as this thing that we saw last night.
I can't.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't believe it.
I've heard.
Kristian.
Oh,
The Golden Finch.
Nope.
Not good.
That's not the name of it either.
What is it?
Goldfinch.
Close.
Is the embargo lifted?
Yeah, it's a festival
It-
movie.
it-
And
debuted at
I actually
festivals.
could be wrong. I could have just corrected you incorrectly.
Is this the one with Ansel
Oh, I was
Elgort?
right.
That's right.
Yes, it
Yeah.
was.
Nicole Kidman.
It's bad.
Eight-
It's so boring and so dull. I actually think it's very badly directed. I think that's
I
the
thought the
problem with
script
it.
was a nightmare.
What's it about?
It's a Pulitzer Prize
painting?
winning novel.
What?
And yeah. But
won
I
a
could.
Pulitzer?
I could see
Yeah.
how. I could see.
I could see
totally
how.
see how.
I could see how. I think that this is one of those things. I could almost see to where the author would be like, "No,
Yeah.
this is no."
Just the way that they decided to tell the story and like so badly clearly just didn't want to tell it chronologically because
Yeah.
they wanted to show off Ansel Elgort's face earlier on. Like it just
Is it based on a true story?
No,
It's just a novel.
it's just.
I don't know the
Here,
actual
let's
answer to
zoom
that,
in.
but I'd have to
zoom,
think
I'll
no.
zoom. No, it's not. Let's zoom into the synopsis over there, guys. Top right. So Theodore Decker was 13 years old when his mother was killed in a bombing at the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York. The tragedy changes the course of his life, sending him on a stirring odyssey of grief and guilt, reinvention and redemption, and even love. Through it all, he holds on to one tangible piece of hope from that terrible day, a painting of a tiny bird chained to its perch.
So here's what I was excited about.
Yeah.
Everybody hated
Deacon shot it.
wow.
Yeah.
everybody hated Life Itself. And I loved it and was like, this could be that movie, you know? I'm going to go in.
Yeah.
I had heard that people at festivals.
cast.
It's a great cast.
cast is
It's a
amazing.
great cast, and there's not
And-
really any bad acting in it.
No, but they're all still miscast. Like
just weird.
it's.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I actually end up liking a lot of movies other people don't like, so it's fine that people at festivals are not liking this movie.
Right.
Woof,
It's not good.
Kristian.
It's not
I did not enjoy. I was so miserable.
Yeah, it was. I leaned over to Ben Bateman at one point and I said, "Do me a favor, take off your shoe and beat me to death." With it. and it was because he had turned to me one time and he's like, "There's another half an hour left of this movie." It was like 2:15, 2:20, or at
It
least
felt
that
like
way.
it was 7 hours.
felt so long.
And like by the time you're like, oh, this is for sure gone. Like we're for sure done.
It kept going. Lord
We
of the
like
Rings style.
introduced an entire
Yeah.
new story.
So, and the other thing,
And
so
it was like,
Finn,
wait, what?
Finn Wolfhard, by the way, who I love. I love as a person. I got a chance to meet him, talk with him.
I
when he
love
came in
him
for
too.
and
He
he's
got
a great actor.
screwed.
He did. They made him do this like Russian accent,
Oh,
which you kind
hello.
of you get over it. It's fine. But this is the big. There's
As
the
a
bigger
kid.
problem I have with it.
Okay,
Finn
what's
Wolfhard
the
is a
problem?
very tall kid.
Very tall.
He's a very tall kid. No, and sometimes drinking the vodka.
Does he
Oh,
like
okay.
vodka?
He's drinking the vodka.
He lives next to Roxy in West
He's
Hollywood.
very cold and drinking vodka.
It's
Hate clowns.
Now, he's a tall kid. The
Not
kid
fun.
that, and by the way, the kid that played younger Theodore
Ansel
was
Elgort?
no, the younger Oaks Fagley, I guess.
Oaks Fagley.
Fagley.
His
So
parents'
he
name
was
is
good.
name.
he was great. He was great, and their relationship I liked a lot. And again, Finn towers over this kid because Finn is very tall. Then somehow, 10 years later, 12 years later, Ansel Elgort is now super tall, and the version of him turns out to be like Al Pacino. It's like 5'4". I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Who's casting this?
Also, can you talk to me, because I just forgot that he was in it, and now I just remembered about
Jeffrey Wright?
Dennis O'Hare's character. What ends?
No, there's so many loose ends in this movie, back and forth. I did like the Jeffrey Wright relationship with the kid. I thought Jeffrey Wright was the best part of the movie. I thought he was incredible.
Yeah,
Luke Wilson,
guess.
who I like, was in a different movie.
Oh, he was in a completely different
Sometimes that
movie.
happens.
Yeah,
For Luke
because
Wilson.
he clearly was like
Paulson.
flown in to shoot what he was shooting and like did not know what else was going on, and but he was in a different movie than even Sarah Paulson was.
And Sarah Paulson, by the way, Roger Deakins is a mastermind in general, and he had so much easiness to work with because Sarah Paulson is stunning in this movie.
She is.
Yeah.
There's one scene where
Well, I
she's
don't know
laying
about
out.
stunning, but hot.
Listen, she is laying out
Yeah.
at one point,
She's
and Finn
hot.
Wolfhard's losing his mind.
Is she
He's
naked?
going Wolfhard, and he.
Do we see Sarah Paulson naked in
No.
this movie?
No, she just looks hot.
But she's
in
just
a
wearing,
bathing
she's just
suit.
in a bathing suit, like tanning, and like he's like oogling over, her, and I'm like, I get it.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Yeah.
Nicole Kidman doesn't really have a lot to do in this movie.
Which is good because I don't know if her forehead's capable of doing it.
See, I didn't see
How much Botox did she have in her forehead?
I didn't
Here's the
see
thing.
that.
This
I thought it was the makeup. I didn't see that.
This is the good news. Nicole Kidman could be asleep and she'd be an amazing actress. Like
Totally.
she's so talented. Here's the
it to you.
bad part. She cannot emote. Like she
Because she's
I
so
don't know the character
jammed
of
up.
it, though.
yeah, it was. But I was like, is this a horror movie? Because she would come in and it'd be like kind of creepy because
But she was a good character. But she was a good guy.
But she's a good guy. Yeah.
I don't know. Either way. And
She's
Ansel,
so talented
yeah.
though. But like.
And I like Ansel Elgort.
God.
There's a thing going on with his girlfriend, wife. There's so many. Like, there's one thing
Which
that it's like-
girlfriend?
whatever. There's one point.
Guys, this movie was
It was
hard.
all over the place. And there's one point. I don't want to spoil it for people if you want to see it. But
Today's episode of Collider Live brought to you by Goldfinch, everybody's favorite movie this time of year. Do you like golds and finches? You'll love this
You'll
movie.
love the Goldfinch. But I can tell you, listen, there's something that happens in this movie that I want to talk about so bad that I can't because it's a spoiler. And it's just
Oh,
like.
because our audience is going to run to the
They're,
theaters
they're
to see
not,
it
but I don't
now.
want
Give
to
me
spoil
hints.
it.
What are you
the
talking
thing
about?
I told you about, like it's like towards the end. It's
Oh,
like, wait,
yeah,
they just
yeah,
set
yeah.
this whole thing up, and then it's
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, here you go. This is how that happened.
Unless
Wait,
Thanos
what?
shows up, I don't think people care.
Finn Wolfhard whose
I don't.
Russian accent
I don't want to.
later.
I don't want to
Yeah,
do
yeah.
that in general because
I
we are
feel
going
bad,
to see
and
it.
especially as like an actress who would like to work in Hollywood.
Right.
I don't like ripping apart movies, and
Too
I
late.
on purpose don't do
You
bedroom
already done
reviews.
this before.
I don't do bedroom reviews.
vodka. Do
This is what I
Come
want.
on,
To
drink the
talk
vodka.
Russian.
Roxy, you live in my neighborhood for years. You don't know make fun of Goldfinch.
You got to drink the vodka.
You live across park that has
Do you
Russian
know?
monument.
And do you know who my friend
Yes.
is? Do you know who my friend is?
What?
Isla. Oh, Isla. I said Isla. Igla.
It's Isla Fisher and
Igla.
Isla and Igla
from
coming to
Siberia.
ABC this
Wait,
fall.
I
Wait a
forgot.
second.
What happened? What happened?
Did you guys watch this trailer for Where's Rodney?
Oh,
No.
shit, please don't. I can't. I got that song out of my head
Okay.
at 10
I
o'clock
don't know what
last
you're
night.
talking about.
What
Okay,
is it?
so
Yeah, it's
apparently,
pretty amazing.
So there's this guy, and Ryan Satin is the one that sent me this.
Is
this
he in a
video.
sitcom or something?
Okay, so he's in this sitcom that only
wait.
shot a pilot.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's called Where's Rodney?
Someone sent it me. I didn't watch it.
It stars
in it?
Rodney Dangerfield.
Rodney Dangerfield.
And the
It's from
song's back in my
1990.
head.
This guy like
Can we play
does
the
this.
song?
Yeah, you can pull it. Cody,
the
you
song.
can pull
Just play
up
the song.
Where's Rodney? Okay.
Here, hold on.
Who's
I
gonna
have your
who's gonna
email.
strike us on that?
Yeah. Okay, so this guy has this YouTube channel, and his name's like Matt Dressler or something. Doesn't have many subscribers, but he does a really cool thing. It's called The Pilot is Dead, and he goes on to shows that only had a pilot and talks about them, like the
It's
Clerks
like-
animated show
well,
pilot, right?
Bibbs and Whitney did it too with Cancel Too Soon.
Yeah,
Okay,
but that's
cancel
one
season.
season. They talk about shows that have been around one season.
You get it. So it's a
One
pilot. So there
season.
was this show called Where's Rodney, and basically the kid who played the best friend in Big. Remember that kid? The
Oh,
kid
of
that played
course. Yeah, let's
Josh's
play the
best
music.
friend.
Let's play the music.
Yeah.
First one.
Top one.
Yeah.
You really don't think we're gonna get flagged?
For the music? Come on.
To the best television network.
Who's flagging this?
Sports and entertainment.
Is this it? Oh, this is it.
Yeah.
My mother breastfed me through a straw. My old man took me to the zoo.
It's
They thanked her for returning
so
me.
bad.
Last week I looked up my family tree. 2 dogs were using it.
Oh, he's Rodney. He's a kid.
No, that's not. I'll tell you how the show works because I watched the video. Look, of course you did.
Oh, Thea.
Thea.
Oh, wow.
Thea Vidal.
Wow, that makes sense. So that was his girl.
Brecken friggin' Meyer.
Yes.
Wow.
Soleil Moon
Wow. How did we not talk to him about this when he was in?
We had no idea that it was. Look at that
damn it.
hair. He looks like Stamos on
Are
steroids.
you kidding? I would
and
have
then,
had a
of
full
course,
conversation
Sean
about it.
DeVerich.
What happened to him?
And then Amy O'Neill from Just the 10 of Us.
Get out of here.
Yes.
What a cast.
I know.
This is like the cast of Goldfinch.
And then Jay Thomas.
And Jay
Because he was
Thomas,
in every
always.
As
sitcom.
Lou Barnes, of course.
Of course, there's Lou Barnes.
Wait.
Kid.
Oh, is he like an angel or something?
Okay, so here's how the show works.
All right,
okay,
tell me.
you guys ready for
I have
this?
no
amazing.
idea after that.
No, you wouldn't. Okay,
Yeah.
you wouldn't.
Yeah. Hard to tell.
I thought that was a total joke.
It was
They were
only
just-
a pilot?
It was only a pilot.
Oh,
it's called
God.
Where's Rodney?
Yeah, okay.
So here's what happened. So the kid.
So you watched the pilot,
You
or the
watched-
no,
pilot's
no,
not
I watched
available?
this YouTube channel. It's called The Pilot Is Dead.
That's the full.
Is this the full pilot?
No, it's just the plan of
Oh,
story.
that just.
Yeah.
My mother breastfed me through a straw.
Where's Rodney?
My old man took me to the zoo. They thanked her for returning me.
Where's Rodney?
Last week I looked up my family tree. 2 dogs were using it.
Where's Rodney?
Story of my life. No respect.
They canceled the show after the opening.
Oh,
Yes.
I love
Okay.
My mother breastfed me through a
Through
straw.
a straw.
Go ahead.
Okay, so here's how the show worked. The kid, Jay Rushton, or whatever his
Yeah.
name was, right, was obsessed with Dangerfield. Like he
Okay.
dressed like Ronnie
I see, I see.
Dangerfield.
I can't remember
and
this.
he would say like, I think the pilot revolved around him being in love with this girl and wanted to talk to her. So like, I could really use your help right now, Rodney. And Rodney Dangerfield would like teleport from his current life and then teleport into the kid's life and give him advice for like
Wait.
10 seconds and then teleport away.
That's for real?
Yeah, that's for real.
Okay.
Okay.
Like the kid is imagining this, or that's what's actually happening?
That's what's actually happening in the world.
Rodney Dangerfield has powers.
Yes.
Superpowers.
And he gives like good advice to the kid, but it's really not that good advice.
Right.
He's like, talk to him, and then and then at the end he doesn't even teleport. He just shows up, and the kid's like, "Where'd you come from?" And then he just disappears. Right? It is. I don't even know.
It's pretty insane.
Yeah, it's
Where's
a pretty
Rodney?
insane. Where's Rodney?
Where's-
And then he
all
just
right.
pops up.
So my friend wrote me back, and his account is private. So I'm gonna post this picture of the rattlesnake on my Instagram right now to show everybody, so they can discuss it in the chat room here. But here it is. I'm posting it. This is my friend Snake, or otherwise known as Intruder.
Yes, and then hashtag it like TIFF 2019.
Yeah. All right. So I
Where's Rodney?
want you guys to go
It's so
here.
sad though, because I bet a lot of these people thought this was going to be their big break.
Yeah,
know.
because
Well-
Rodney Dangerfield was in the show.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So I just posted.
Also, guess who the producers on this were?
David Nesser and Gary Hammond.
No, I don't know if he's in there, but it's Aaron Spelling and Hanna-Barbera.
Get out of here.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Hanna-Barbera.
Yeah.
My
all right.
God, this thing keeps
Well, there
getting
you
better
go.
and better.
I that was amazing.
You're
It was
welcome.
Really good stuff.
See what I bring to this show?
Where's
Day in
Rodney?
and day out.
Okay. So that's not news, but it was amazing. I just posted. There's the picture of the snake.
You did it on
Everybody.
your actual Instagram, not your story.
What's the difference?
Jesus. Look at that thing.
Why?
You just have
Jeez,
no.
he's huge.
You're not. You don't have
Tuned
good
in.
Instagram game.
I don't give a fuck. It's like, what am I gonna do? You know why? That's stupid. The story. It goes away. You can't see it ever again. It goes away after a day.
That's a crazy snake right there.
It goes away.
That's what I do, yeah. Same.
Well, it's like if you want to see this for what? Look, see now people are commenting.
Where's
See?
Snakey?
Yes, Alex
I want to see how
Marzoña
many.
did comment.
That's
that
right.
is
I want to see how
correct.
many comments pop up there too. Pop
Where's
them up there.
Snakey?
Get those comments. I want leave those up there. Leave that up there, guys. I want we get the audience who's watching live to comment live on the Instagram post here and see how many people look at that crazy
It's
ass
a large
rattlesnake.
snake that has within
Nuts.
Wolfhard
No, there's a lot of people
accent.
coming in here now.
Its favorite
Now, someone
bird
wrote-
is goldfinch.
Someone wrote, "Oh hell no, goodbye." Look at the side. Look at that
Huge.
motherfucker.
It
Zoom
is
in on
huge.
him, guys.
No,
Zoom-
apparently I've been told by many a
Look.
scientist, I don't know, maybe one,
Yeah.
that the little babies are more
Dude.
poisonous than the adults. And
I don't
faster.
know, but
obviously.
you want to mess with that thing?
No, I don't.
I probably. I mean, but how does it get out? Look at his head. He's ready to kill
He's
somebody.
ready to go, man.
Yeah, man. How do you get
Wait, I don't see his head.
his head? Is right there.
Right there, poking out.
Yeah.
You guys know I have a hard time seeing.
Yeah. Well, there
Not
you
a
go.
hard
I see
time
his
smelling,
tail.
though. The old
Yeah.
sniffer.
Someone commented, "Where's Rodney?"
Oh, I see the head. I see it.
That's good.
Perfect.
That's good. Where's Rodney?
The,
Okay, just refresh it. It'll pop up.
Did you ever see that movie Meet Wally Sparks?
Oh,
The-
yeah.
the Danny
of
movie.
course.
Was that based off that guy that was like famous for smoking cigarettes and being like, you're like a dumbass? Like he was like the loud version of Jerry Springer. Was it like based on that? I don't know.
Someone wrote, "He's huge," and somebody responded, "That's what she said."
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
someone.
good.
I guess it's not popping up as much in here, but someone wrote, "Yeah, it's Pokemon or all this." Other stuff. So they're commenting on it now. Anyway, so there's a snake in my friend's garage. It's gone now.
There's
what's
a
next?
snake in your boat.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of prehistoric animals, Colin
Oh,
Trevorrow.
Reilly, nice.
There it is. There it is.
Is a snake a prehistoric animal?
Yeah.
Colin Trevorrow secretly shot a Jurassic World short, and it's going to air this Sunday on FX, September 15th, and it's not, and it's called Battle at Big Rock, and it takes place a year after Fallen Kingdom, where the dinosaurs are out in the world, and a family runs across a dinosaur, and it's 7-8 minutes long.
Cool.
And it's gonna, I guess, it's leading in to Jurassic World Part 3.
Good. This is something that I wanted to happen. I think from the first time they
Wait, we're
brought back
getting a
Jurassic.
Jurassic World 3?
Oh, of course we
Of
are.
course. They made a lot of money, man. So this is something that at the very end of the second one is what I wanted it to be for the whole freaking movie.
Yeah, exactly.
It's essentially Planet of the Apes with dinosaurs. It's like, let the dinosaurs take over. We have done so much already to where the humans are trying to catch the dinosaurs. Let's go back to the place now that humans have to live and try to survive among the dinosaurs, and the dinosaurs take over the world.
Dinosaur
Yes.
here in Russia.
That's
they
a
take
much
over.
better movie.
Yes.
I care about Cody's thoughts because Cody's our Jurassic
Yeah.
person.
Cody, what do you
Whoa,
think
this
about
is
my
weird.
pitch?
What was that?
What do you think about my pitch?
Yeah, I kind of agree. I was bummed in the second movie when they left the island, like
Yeah.
it was literally burning up, but it makes sense.
That opening scene in the second one was great.
Oh, it was really
so good.
Yeah.
So are you amped up about the short or no?
Yeah, I really want to see the short.
Yeah.
Apparently, he's supposed to play before Hobbs and Shaw. I thought I read that
Not
somewhere.
anymore.
I might be wrong. I don't know.
Well, not anymore. Because Hobbs and Shaw came out already.
Where's Rodney?
Cody, have you heard about the spinoff, the Harry Potter Fast and Furious, the Dobbs and Shaw? Have you seen that?
Alex laughed.
And I love Cody said Alex laughed.
Yeah.
Meaning
Thanks,
he
Cody.
didn't.
You're not the best play-by-play in the business for nothing. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this, especially the third one, because I want to see, as much as I like J.A. Bayona, I didn't really like that last movie at all, the second movie. The opening scene was incredible. That's what I hoped the movie would be if they were going to go that direction, but then once they went back to the island,
Got weird.
the silly cloning. So
Yeah,
stupid.
he got real weird towards the end there.
I didn't
So
see the
stupid.
second one. I'm going to see it. It'll be on TV
Don't
soon. I'm
hate
sure.
it. I like most of it.
I want to live like you do.
Yeah.
You
But liking things?
You love.
It's
I
a
know.
wonderful way
You
to go
really
about
do.
life.
I'm not making fun of you for it. You just love a lot of things.
No. When it comes, like I always
So
say,
do I.
Yeah.
the big monster movies, if they
Yeah.
eat people,
You're
I'm
good.
usually behind this
You're
thing
all right.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
a good
love
way
it.
to be.
Yeah.
Like Jaws: The Revenge, not a bad movie.
That one I enjoyed.
Is that
you
the
ever see
second
the
one?
you ever see the version where Mario Van Peebles lives?
Yes, where he's floating in the
He's
water,
floating in the water,
and
he
he's
lives.
calling out. Yeah.
What, is that the second one?
That's the
No,
fourth
it's
one.
Fourth one.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's
I'll
the
never,
revenge.
I'll
It's-
never
it's
forget
when the
that trailer because I was at the age where I wanted to see this movie, and they play it, and the shark comes out of the water, and then the voiceover goes, "This time it's personal," and the audience
Laughed.
laughed their ass off, and I looked around, going, "What's wrong?
What was
The
wrong?
shark is pissed. It's going after the Brodies. Of course." I was so
Makes
upset.
sense. You were mad.
Do you guys
So,
think they could do a new Jaws movie today?
I think they keep trying to do it, but calling it different things. You know,
But I mean
the
Jaws.
Meg.
don't.
Oh my gosh.
It's kind of impossible to
So
do a
good.
remake
Yeah.
of Jaws because of the, great white sharks and protecting them. I mean, that movie comes out and people are killing great whites everywhere.
Someone wrote "Win a Goldfinch" here.
That's good.
That's good. That's my favorite part.
Win a Goldfinch here.
I don't feel good about that movie.
The Goldfinch. Win a Goldfinch.
Or Jaws
here.
4, The Revenge.
Goldfinch.
No. The
No.
so you're not allowed to answer this because I know you know.
Uh-uh.
I'm going to give you this quiz.
Trivia?
Yep.
I'm not doing it.
Who stars in Jaws 3D? Who's the main dude? Not John Cena.
Literally no idea. Is it a guy or girl?
Guy.
Jennifer Connelly. Oh, shoot, guy.
Give me
two
Yo,
big names in there.
It's Jaws 3.
Jaws 3. I'm going to give
3D.
I didn't see
3D.
any
All right,
Jaws.
I'm
that
going
was
to give
in
you.
the first
I'm going to
one.
give you four. I'm going to give you four names.
Okay, multiple
What
choice.
year is it?
Well, if I give you the year, it's probably going to be easier for you to
LOL.
do.
1983.
You think giving me the
I'll
year
give
is
you the
gonna
year. I'll give you the year afterwards. Thank you for. As I say, I'm not going to give you the year. Reilly goes 1983.
I heard.
Was that right? I don't know.
You were right, but that's the whole point. It's not the same.
What year was the first Jaws? 77.
All right, is it Matthew Broderick? Is it Matthew Modine? Is it Dennis Quaid? Or is it Dennis Hopper?
Matthew Modine.
I'm gonna go Modine too.
You are both incorrect. Dennis Quaid.
Whoa,
Dennis
D.
Quaid.
Quaid.
And Louis Gossett Jr.
Louis Gossett Jr.
Dennis Quaid did a Jaws
yeah.
movie.
He did. And then that's where he met.
was the older Brody.
And Leah Thompson.
Leah Thompson, yeah.
Because that's where she was dating Dennis Quaid.
Was she really?
I'm pretty sure that's what she told me on the one-on-one.
You know how people call Dwayne Wade D. Wade? How come they don't call him D. Quaid?
D. Quaid.
We should start that.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get him a Miami Heat jersey.
Right.
Sure.
Quaid County.
We
I gotta
call
watch.
him
I haven't seen that in a
D.
while.
Quaid.
I wouldn't have remembered that Leah Thompson was in it had she not reminded me when I
Yeah.
was talking to her.
Oh.
She gets
One of my
eaten.
favorite one-on-ones, by the way.
Yeah.
Loves
Did you bring?
the-
How many
she's-
times did you bring up
she's-
all the right moves?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. Absolutely.
What happened to
did.
one-on-one?
Told- she-
You gonna bring it back?
I am. I made that announcement yesterday.
Whoa.
Did you ever see All the Right Moves? Have you seen that movie?
No. What is it?
Tom Cruise as a high
Leah
school
Thompson.
football player.
Who's
in,
don't announce? I'm gonna give it between you guys. Who's the dad? Do you know the dad?
It is.
You don't know who the dad is?
Well,
All right.
the coach
Do you know?
is Craig T. Nelson.
That's what I meant.
Oh, the
but it's
co-
her dad.
It's not her dad.
Well, then never mind.
It's nobody's dad.
Would-
it's
would
just
have
the
failed.
coach.
Are you sure? You would
Yes.
know this because it's from.
I've seen him.
My
Million
eye
times.
is twitching.
Because you've been asking.
Yeah,
questions.
You are a
Yeah.
manager in a trivia league.
I
But she
love
manages the
managing.
game.
Yeah.
She doesn't manage the questions. She manages the game.
Have you guys noticed this about anything? Like, you could ask me about my family, and if it's a question phrased to me like trivia,
What
I can't
is
get it.
his first name?
So it's Mark.
Smark is incorrect.
Mark.
Smart.
Can we do a
It's Mark.
Jaws exhibition match
Marcus?
with me and Margot?
Oh, I'm going to announce what the next exhibition matches are. This will
Yeah.
be fun. So the next exhibition match is the one that we have coming up. Rocky championship match between me and Dagnino.
Yeah.
That is this month. Next month is a horror match. Bibbs will be defending his horror championship that he won last year. And then in November, we're going to do Dagnino versus Kaiser, which will be big.
For
That's
what?
huge.
Just Dagnino versus Kaiser.
Oh.
And
Manageable.
Throw trivia.
And then we're going to do the Christmas extravaganza part 2. Second one.
Just
that we
waiting
ought to
on
be
the
a Wild
Wild Bears Invitational.
That's
Just
gonna be next year.
waiting.
That one, and we're gonna do James Bond, but we couldn't get the people like Tim Franco and Brad Gilmore weren't available. So like we want to get the 4 like Bond experts to do it before we do it.
And then
You
after
should
that,
have-
a Jaws exhibition match, right?
Maybe when Jaws 5 comes out, we'll do it.
No, just all 4.
We did
A
Jurassic Park.
bad boys exhibition match.
Who'd be able to hang with you?
Sam Basher.
Really?
Sam loves
He does
Bad Boys
love
too,
Bad
just like
Boys,
me.
yeah.
All right, maybe Basher
After
versus Macuga.
Bad Boys for Life comes out, maybe late next year we do a Bad Boys because listen,
That one wouldn't be hard to study for, though.
No.
You just have to watch both movies.
yeah, which is the greatest thing of all time.
You know
Add
what?
in the
You know
TV
what'd be
show.
funny
Yeah.
is you make Smets watch both of those movies and then put them up against Macuga. Smets will probably be able to take you on. Maybe. Anyway, let's move on. What the hell else is going on in the world of new movies?
All right. We have, the Disney Plus series service was going to have Muppets Live Another Day.
Sorry.
What?
If
More
you
comments?
throw a grenade at that thing, is that animal abuse?
It's pretty good.
I
It
was
is
wondering
huge.
that before when we were talking about the monkeys. Like, if you get attacked by an animal and you beat it up, are you in the wrong?
Self-defense.
Punching a monkey.
Self-defense.
Yeah.
Listen, you little.
Or a snake.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, you
Like
can
that
punch.
person with the rock?
Well, I mean, Jean-Claude Van Damme punched a snake in Hard Target.
Oh my God, a lot of comments on this. Jeez, holy crap! All right, keep them coming.
So you got to tell them. All you
Yeah.
got to do is to tell them to come.
That's man. All right. What's the next story on the agenda?
All right, the
What did you
Muppets
just
live
say?
action TV show. It was called Muppets Live Another Day with Josh Gad. They were working on it over a
Disney
year
Plus?
for Disney Plus, and they walked away over creative differences.
Uh-oh.
It was going to be set in 1984.
What's the creative
Who walked
differences?
away? Josh Gad?
Josh
Gad.
Gad and his team. And
Wow.
let me get you the names of the team.
Reilly, call Josh Gad. and Find out why he walked away.
Once Upon a Time duo Adam Horowitz and Edward
I love
Kitsis
when they do
were
this.
going to be doing it as well.
I love when they do this. Josh Gad phone number.
We're on it, guys.
Thank
Hold
you
on,
so
let me
much. I love
let me
that.
call him.
It's really
quick.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, we have a phone call. Hey, you're on Collider Live. Who do we got?
Hey, it's Josh Gad here.
Hey, Josh, can you tell me, Josh, why did you walk away from the Muppets movie? We're very not excited for this. We're upset.
Creative differences. Just it happens. It happens.
Yeah, but don't tell me creative differences. What really happened?
With these NDAs, we can't really say too much about it.
But do you really care?
No.
Tell me what happened. Tell me what happened, Josh.
No.
No? All right, he's done.
Alex had a funny joke. I didn't hear it, though, so we're going to abandon this bit.
Okay, that's fine. I don't blame you. All right, so you know who actually does know what happened? Dobby. Dobby's on the phone. Dobby, how are you?
God damn it, Dobby's here.
Dobby, it's good to have you back on the show, Dobby. Yeah, I know that you're a free elf now, or whatever the fuck you are.
Dobby, how's Dobbs and Shaw filming going?
It's going very well. We're in day 21 of reshoots right now.
Okay.
It's a lot of fun.
Well, and reshoots,
Big reshoots.
Does it piss you off, Dobby, when people say that the reshoots mean that the film's in trouble?
Yeah, Dobby likes to use the term additional photography.
Right, that makes sense.
The fans get a little upset.
Yeah. Well, can you give me any insight on what's going on with this Josh Gad thing in the Muppets?
Well, Dobby and Kermit are very good pals.
Right.
And apparently Kermit and Josh just did not get along at all.
Oh, all right. Well, look, thank you so much, Dobby. 2 days in a row giving us some big scoops
Please
here.
stop calling Dobby.
I'm sorry. So Josh Gad and Kermit the Frog not getting along.
Not
That's
getting
what happened.
along.
That's what happened.
Where is the AC?
It's not easy
today?
being green.
I know.
Did you forget the AC?
I mean,
Did
I'm
we forget
dying
the
over
AC?
here. Am I the only one that's hot?
My brain stops. Like it literally
Is that
stops.
why you haven't said anything in 6 minutes?
Is that what happened?
You kind of blacked out.
I
As
think
soon as
I
we
did.
started doing trivia, you just went like.
I feel tingling happen in my brain, and then it just.
That means it's trying to work.
And then it comes back in a little bit.
Yeah. It's still coming.
It's doing your.
We're all on a different page.
Yeah.
You're worried about your comments on a snake.
I just keep seeing
Roxy
it. The
can't
snake
say
comments
trivia.
just keep coming.
I keep wanting to do the Russian accent like Finn Wolfhard.
You got to hear it first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Would you like some
like this.
vodka?
No more Muppet
Do you
TV
want to
series.
do drugs?
Igla, not the part of Muppets.
All right.
Muppet.
Let's move on from this story.
That's
Do
it,
you
right?
actually not care?
That he walked away. I mean, what's the story? What else are we going to talk about? I mean, do you think there's other stuff to talk about?
Well, I'm just wondering if
Why?
It's one of the subjects of TV talk today. So.
Why are you upset? Do you think somebody else will pick up this project?
Well, they
Some
didn't
Muppets, they're
drop
gonna-
it.
Are Muppets a moot point at this part?
There's a new
Like, they're
new
too-
showrunner that came in.
So
and
was Josh Gad? Was he the showrunner?
He was writing for it.
okay.
He might have been part of the executive producer team.
So here's one of the things that has happened. You heard this
the
when
trio behind the development is Josh Gad and then
Okay.
Adam and Edward from Once Upon a Time.
So one of the things that you heard when Jason Segel did, when Jason
Upon a Time
Segel
in
did,
Hollywood?
No, Once
No,
Upon a Time,
for
the
the
Disney
show.
show about all
Oh,
the
right,
characters.
right.
It was
Let me-
actually an excellent show.
So the thing that happened with Jason Segel when he was on, so the Muppets and the whole crew and the Jim Henson Company, very protective of their brand and the way that the brand is run. So that is why I can understand where this probably happened, because Jason Segel had a lot of those problems too when he did that movie, that it did not go well, and that's why he did not return for that second movie. And I could see this happening again with Josh Gad of particular ways. He's got a very particular sense of humor, things he wanted to do, to where the Jim Henson Company said, no, that's not the way, because they're very protective of those characters. Kermit wouldn't act that way. Fozzie wouldn't act that way. So let's not do that, and maybe we're not working together here, and then they take off.
Do you think they should be as protective as they are?
Well, the brand hasn't worked as much as back in the day, and I think Jason Segel's movie was actually pretty damn good and pretty funny, and I think the second one wasn't. So I think they should be a little bit.
They were both fine.
I liked the first one. I thought the music was really good
Well,
too.
then that like Office type spinoff. Remember the TV show where it was like the
they tried-
Muppets with the documentary style?
It didn't work.
Didn't work very well.
Yeah.
Like Roxy, I feel like Muppets are a little before your time. Do you know what I mean? Like, did you grow up watching Muppets?
Well, remember they came back. They came back and had the show in late 1998 or something.
Did
along
they?
those lines.
I
97.
mean, I remember
Yeah,
watching Muppet Babies when I was a kid.
Sandra Bullock was on.
My biggest Muppet thing though was when we went to see them at the theme park. They did like a 3D Muppets. They sneezed on you, the water came at you, and we'd go every year to that.
At Disney?
Yeah.
It's a good question though. Should the Muppets be? Should the Lucasfilm? Should Jim Henson Company be less protective of the Muppets? What do you think?
I mean, there's a legacy there with Jim Henson, obviously. So I mean, but I think you need to invite new voices in, like Jason Segel and Josh Gad, because we have new generations. These things aren't working.
Right. New writers,
new writers, new voices, all of it. So yeah, they are being a little too protective. We haven't seen a good Muppet kind of thing come out and really take over. So why not try some new voices?
Right. All right. Well, what's next?
Next, Margot Robbie is going to do a reboot of Tank Girl. She's going to produce it. She found the director.
Who's Tank Girl? Laura Petty, right?
Lori Petty, Miles Joris Parafitti.
Is that a TV show?
No, it was a movie.
Yeah, the movie. Do you remember that?
No, apparently
what was
not.
it?
It says it was a TV
Tank
show.
Girl.
Tank Girl. It's based on a comic series, so we're getting a new version of it. She's going to produce it, and she's hiring writers right now. She might star in it, but she's got to read the script first.
Okay. Well, I mean,
She's not in it. Who gives a shit?
it depends on who you get. But yeah, you're right. I mean, the lead, what you want to do there, her as Tank Girl is a cool, it's a cool idea. And it's a good way to bring it.
What is it?
It's a movie based on a comic book.
I know, but what?
That's all I got.
Created in 1988, Tank Girl follows a tank operator with mostly shaved head who travels around a post-apocalyptic hellscape doing odd jobs and getting into trouble.
So Charlize Theron in Mad Max.
It's
Fury
kind of
Road.
like that. After a comet disrupts the rain cycle of Earth, the planet has become a desolate, barren desert by the year 2033, and with the resources are scarce, Kesley, who was Malcolm McDowell in this particular version, head of the powerful and evil Water and Power Corporation, has taken control of the water supply. Yeah, it's very like Waterworld / Mad Max.
Naomi
company
Watts
is-
was in that too.
Her company is doing a TV show with our friends Tyler and Mike from Peanut Butter Falcon also.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they came on my show, The Tomorrow Show, and were talking to us about that. They're doing a series together about like going into the woods, girls that are living in the woods kind of the way they were, but taking mushrooms and all that stuff. But yeah,
Is comedy
her
or drama?
production I think kind of a little bit of both, but more drama. Her production company just seems to be picking up a lot of different projects in different areas. So
This is
it's kinda
smart
cool.
too, especially if she winds up playing the role, because we've seen her. I would say that Harley Quinn it's an action role for sure.
Yeah, but we could see a little more badass.
Big time.
Yeah.
More like a Charlize Theron in
Yeah.
Mad Max, and I'd like to see her make that transition for sure. That doesn't look like Margot Robbie. All right, let's move on. Is there anything else?
You want to do that's about it for the main
that's
news.
Miles
If you
Joris.
want to do the big news,
No, we
then-
can do that. We can do that at 11. Well,
Yeah.
I guess maybe. Let's do the big news now, and then we'll take some phone calls at 11, considering we're going to end this at 11:30. So,
Okay.
all right, what's the big news?
Back in the day when Robert Pattinson was doing some press with The Lighthouse, he said something where it was an interview with, I believe, Variety, and he said, "You know what? Can you retract that?" Because he was talking about Joker and his Batman movie.
Robert Pattinson was.
Robert Pattinson. And so this rumor started that's like, oh, he was about to like reveal that Batman and Joker, this version of Joker with Joaquin Phoenix, were gonna cross over. Todd Phillips finally came out at TIFF while Joker was premiering and said, listen, it's not true, and they're never gonna cross over. That's not the version of this Joker that we're doing. So he basically put it to rest that Pattinson's Batman is not gonna intersect with this version of Joker.
Yeah, I don't think anybody. I know we kind of speculated on it the other day and kind of said that maybe it could, but I think none of us ever had high hopes for it. It looks like a standalone, just separate movie, the same way that maybe like even Logan was a separate movie. Logan kind of tied in a little bit, but for the most part, it was a standalone movie. And I think this is the same thing.
I think there are different time periods as well.
Yeah, well, we don't know that yet.
Well, this Joker isn't set in the 80s.
Right, well, we don't know when Batman is.
Right.
What wouldn't make sense is if we end up doing a Joker film, a Batman film, and then our Robert Pattinson ends up in the Justice League, because then time-wise, it doesn't make any sense.
Right.
So also, based off of Robert Pattinson's age and Joaquin Phoenix's age, it wouldn't even make sense if the Batman movie did take place in the 80s.
Right.
So for so many reasons, it never really made sense.
It doesn't.
And also, I think it would be completely and entirely unnecessary. And also, don't forget, in that universe, we already do have a Joker, and it's Jared Leto.
Right. Well, I also think that.
But like it or not,
Has he signed on for more, Jared Leto?
I mean,
Jared
he's
Leto
signed on from the beginning.
currently, there is a Jared Leto, Harley Quinn. So there's a Joker Harley Quinn project still in the works.
Okay.
But I don't know if we ever see that,
Right.
but it's still in the works. And I'm not saying Jared Leto is Robert Pattinson's Joker, but he is the Joker in the universe
Right.
of
This Justice League.
the
Right.
Justice League. So if we're trying to bring Batman ever into the Justice League with Ben
If they
Affleck
are,
gone,
though, because
Into
you
the
look at-
Jokerverse.
But if they are, though, because if you look at what DC, I think that DC has picked up and are kicking ass right now. And the reason why is because they've treated these movies almost like, even the ones connected to the DCEU are
Single.
like Aquaman. Yes, it ties in because that's where we first met him in those other movies, but it's his own story. It's his own thing. And Shazam, for sure. Yeah, they mentioned that Superman and Batman kind of live in this world, but they never mentioned Henry Cavill's or Ben Affleck. So it lives in this other bubble. And the same thing, even 1984 with Wonder Woman seems like it's going to be like that also. And couple that with the Joker and these other movies, I think that they shouldn't worry about connecting a universe. I think they've had so much success doing it this particular way. Just keep making your movies. You don't need to do a connecting universe. Shared universe doesn't guarantee success. They've proven that they can have success without it, and I think they should continue to go this route.
Yeah,
that's my. I mean, yeah.
Joker's wild.
Yeah, Cody, what do you think about all this?
Is that me?
Joker's wild.
No, it's not you. It's from.
Roca.
sounds like Roca.
It's from that's from Full Metal Jacket, isn't it?
Just show me the fucking Joker.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Full Metal
Oh my
Jacket.
God,
Nice.
we both thought it was Roca.
I know.
Yeah.
So,
I'm surprised you didn't get that. That is that also from Full Metal Jacket, or is that Nicolas Cage?
They're all from Deadfall.
Oh.
oh, it's Nicolas
Yeah,
Cage.
that's Nicolas Cage. That's why I said, is that Face Off?
What's Deadfall?
The Joker's wild.
Is that the one with Chris Penn?
The Joker's wild.
Who's in that? Is it Chris Penn?
What's happening?
I'm trying to fill areas.
Yeah, but is it Chris
Deadfall.
Penn? No one knows.
Scroll.
No, it's Charlie
Scroll.
Sheen. It's
Alex
Charlie
is
Sheen.
flustered. He's trying.
All right, it's
Scroll.
fine. Cody, what do you think about the news
Scroll.
with the Joker?
I
not-
wasn't paying attention.
What were you? We weren't fucking around during that bit, were you?
No.
All right.
Kristian, what I will say is that I'm okay because I'm just going to talk now. I guess. Is that
Yeah,
okay?
please, Roxy.
Yeah, I'm okay with us hitting these singles. I like that a lot. But I do think it is beneficial to start looking towards the future and what could possibly happen, because it is still very confusing what we are going to do after we can't pretend Justice League didn't happen.
Right.
Right.
It did happen. And so when we do see Wonder Woman in the future, and we know that she's in a universe where Flash exists, Aquaman exists, and there are major threats, and nobody else comes to help in any kind of way, which is why Wonder Woman's taking place in 84, because they don't want
Unless
to deal with
Flash
that yet.
resets all of it.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, at some
yeah.
point, there will be a current day movie with one of them where it's like, where the fuck are the other ones?
Right.
Because, like, unless it's not that big of a threat. Because
Yeah.
if the world's on fire and Aquaman is trying to put it out and Wonder Woman doesn't show up,
Where is she?
where is she?
Remember, that was a big thing for the MCU for a while before they got everybody in the movies together. That was a big thing. Well, where's Iron Man? Where's Thor at this point? How come they haven't shown up? And they had to like throw in a couple mentions during the movies, but like that took a while before they could finally do that.
Yeah, so I'm not talking about the next year, 2 years, 3 years, but we do need to start thinking about our 5-year, 10-year plan and what that would look like, because what we can't
Sound
do.
like a high school advisor. We need to start thinking about our 5 and 10 year plan.
Well, we really do, because what we can do is we can do a standalone Joker movie and we can do a standalone Batman movie, but we can't have 6 Jokers and 6 Batmans on screen at the same time.
At the same time.
So that's why if we're gonna have a Batman in that universe, we have to figure out who that is and
Right.
what to do with that.
Interesting. I mean, I wonder how. I mean, I didn't see. I haven't seen the movie yet, but I don't.
Joker?
Yeah, I don't know if there's any references to Batman or
There is.
What-
I mean, Thomas Wayne is in it.
Well, yeah, but Batman himself.
Yeah.
What
we
was
assume
said-
it's before Bruce
Yeah,
Wayne is born.
Yeah.
What was said was there was 0 ties to the DCEU as
At
we
all.
know
Right,
it,
yeah.
but that there are comic book DC references.
Good. All right, and that movie comes out soon. You're gonna be mad at me. You're gonna be mad at me.
Is it about
Give away your
Rambo?
+1 for Rambo.
I didn't give it away. No. But I was invited to a screening of it on Friday night, with the opportunity to interview Stallone the next day.
Oh, do it.
And you
Can't do it. I can't do it for two. Roka's going to do it. Roka's going to cover it for Collider. But it's like I think it's like 3 minutes, and it's also with some of the other cast, not just directly him. and I had to have to cancel something family-wise. So I just couldn't do it. Plus, I didn't have the time to write the article for Collider, so I just said wasn't able to do it. But Roka's going to do it, which is going to be awesome.
Have you gotten the invite?
It's coming up soon. Don't worry. The
I
publicist
talked to
that's running
Kabir
it,
yesterday, and he said that he knows how much we want to go. He's on top of it.
We're going to go.
Yeah.
You're going to see it. Don't worry. Ellis pissed me off yesterday.
What happened?
On the
Did he make your lip quiver?
No, but he didn't make me. That's what he does on the live stream. Tells me he's not very excited for Rambo. I felt like you did for Bad Boys.
Wow.
He's like,
Why
I'm
not?
excited for this one. I ignored him. I didn't ask him.
Oh.
I ignored him. I just pretended that I wanted it to go away.
Goodbye.
Yeah. I said, we
not
just drink some
really.
vodka.
No,
All right, look,
not
we're gonna go
excited.
to break. When we get back, the phone lines are gonna be open. We only have a half an hour left today, so get your questions ready. And look at those snake comments. They're coming in. All right, we'll see you after the break.
The Joker's wild! Well, vive la fucking Red Man!
Hey guys, it's Perry here to let you know that Movie Talk is moving. We've had a great time in this 3 p.m. Pacific slot, but guess what? We want you to start your day with Collider Movie Talk, so we're moving. 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern. It's going to be a lot of fun. You're going to get a longer show with some brand new segments, so tune in starting Monday, September 16th, 9 a.m. Pacific. See you there.
Hey everyone, John Roca here, the host of Collider Sports Time. Well, if you've been watching us every week, we break down the latest and the greatest in the world of sports, talk about the big issues, the big games, all of it with a rotating band of guests like Matt Nose and Josh Macuga. We've had Taylor Muschietti on. We've had so many great guests. Now, if you want to see more of Sports Time or you want to try it out for the first time, remember to subscribe to Collider Sports YouTube channel for all the sports goodness.
Hey guys, it's Reilly here. Let me tell you about the Reilly Roundtable. You know it, right? It drops every Thursday on Collider Conversations, and I have guests from all across the space. John Roca, Gray Drake, Alexander Desplat came on at one point. We talk everything from movies, we talk about life, and everything in between. What do you want to hear? What do you want to talk about? It's the Reilly Roundtable every Thursday on Collider Conversations. You get it there.
Hi, I'm Coy Jandro, host of Collider Heroes, and I'm here to tell you we've got 20-minute episodes coming at you on Collider Video, on the YouTube, as you've always loved it. Plus, now we've got hour-long podcasts dropping every Thursday, so make sure to subscribe to the podcast because it's going to get even more sweaty on the podcast. Plus, every week we're going to try to get some very special guest interviews, all of the people that help shape these movies and TV shows you love. So, video, podcast, interviews, all coming at you. Be sure to subscribe. Thanks so much, guys. Stay sweaty.
Well, hello there. I'm Ken Knapsack, one of the hosts of Collider Jedi Council, and I'd like to invite you to listen to our show, watch our show. It's on every Thursdays on the Collider Video channel, and it's also available in podcast form if you'd like to listen to our sweet voices on Collider Jedi Council, me, Kristian Harloff, and a bevy of guests, I say, talk Star Wars. We celebrate Star Wars. We dig into the Star Wars news. We speculate everything about Star Wars, including your questions. So join us on Collider Jedi Council. You're going to have a great time.
What's up, Collider fans? Ryan Satin here from ProWrestlingSheet.com, where you can find the top stories throughout the week in the world of professional wrestling. If you're a wrestling fan like myself, then you'd be doing yourself a disservice by not checking out all the shows we do every week on YouTube.com/C/Wrestling Sheet. In particular, on Wednesdays, we've got a SmackDown recap show hosted by John Roca and myself, where we pick apart and talk about every little thing that happened on the Blue Brand. So do yourself a favor and go subscribe at youtube.com/C/Wrestling Sheet.
Okay. Hey guys, Reilly here, and let me tell you about Rule of Two. You looking for a Star Wars fix? Well, Rule of Two is that show. It drops on Collider Video's main YouTube channel, as well as on Podcast One's Jedi Council feed. So go over there, subscribe, share it with your friends. It's hosted by myself and Mark Fernandez. We talk everything in the Star Wars universe with a lot of deep dives and a lot of conversations that go all in. You know what to do. Subscribe, join us there, and rise.
Hey everyone, John Roca here, the host of Collider Mailbag. A new episode drops every Saturday and Sunday in your face and in your ears, answering the questions from you fans about the world of entertainment, film, and television. Me and great guests from our sphere do the best to answer your questions from Twitter, from Instagram, and of course, email as well, every Saturday and Sunday.
Hello, how are you guys doing? I'm Kristian Harloff. I'm the host of Collider Jedi Council. We talk about everything Star Wars. It's movie news, it's canon, it's all of it. We take questions from you guys. How do you do it? Main channel, that's right here. Subscribe to this channel. But if you want to just listen to it, you got the podcast feed too. Apple Podcasts, you can listen to it in your car. Do all of it. It's Star Wars. Episode 9's coming out. And then after Episode 9, you got TV shows. So we're going to be your sports center for Star Wars. Do it. Come on. Be real.
Hi, I'm Amy Dallin, one of the hosts of Collider Heroes, and starting right now, you can catch our show Tuesday nights with a new Collider Heroes and a longer Collider Heroes podcast, where Coy and I are gonna talk your ears off. You already know that's coming. So make sure to go to YouTube, subscribe, and find us on the Collider Heroes podcast feed for all of that sweaty goodness.
The Witching Hour is all over Collider right now. You can listen to that horror-filled podcast with myself, with Haley Fouch. We talk about witchiness, we talk about slashers, we talk about space horror, you name it, all on that show on the Collider Factory feed. And on top of that, you can find an article all about Witching Hour every single Tuesday on Collider.com. Check it out, get scared. Hopefully you survive the Witching Hour.
Dancing in the moonlight with my pants down.
Is this from Joker?
No.
Sure.
Nothing. Just pulled it off the.
I don't know if I like what you just did.
What? Dancing in the moonlight with my pants down?
No, what you gave me, I mean.
Is it a gumdrop?
2 of them.
Yeah, but it tastes weird, right?
No.
Like cinnamon?
Keep falling on my
I enjoyed every
Or
single one that I
licorice?
ate. I ate too many of them.
I don't like gumdrops.
I don't give a shit. I ate them. More
Well,
for
I think
me.
you can go
I want a
after
different
something.
flavor.
Do you like candy corn?
I love candy.
Really?
Oh.
Do you like Peeps?
Love
Oh,
Peeps.
really?
I hate. I love the candy that everyone hates.
Really?
I've
You
known
just
that
like
about
black
myself.
licorice?
Don't like black.
Do you like cotton candy?
Can do it,
Okay.
but not. But you know what? The orange, those orange fucking peanuts, love them.
Really?
Oh, those are good.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
How about snow
What's
caps?
an orange peanut?
You know, like they look.
Bring up the
they're,
orange peanuts on the.
They almost look fluffy. They almost
Yeah.
they're like large orangey peanuts.
yeah.
Those things.
The circus peanuts.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Oh,
No?
delish. Love them. Love them. I know. I like
How
a lot
about-
of candies.
How about sugar daddy? Like,
Can you do it? The pops.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah,
sugar
yeah.
daddies. I love sugar babies.
Chocolate flavored mussels.
oh,
chocolate covered
Chocolate
gummy
gum-
bears.
Duh,
Have you ever had it?
obviously.
It's
What
fucking
do you mean,
delicious.
have you ever had it? So
It's
good.
delicious.
Live for it.
So as an Italian, you don't know what to do
chocolate
with that
flavored
one.
mussels. Like,
Yeah,
oh.
yeah. I mentioned that the other day. I love mussels and clams. I go, that's a New Yorker. Do other people not like mussels?
I
I love
New Yorkers?
mussels.
Yeah, mussels are
This is
delicious.
what my dad does every single time we go to a restaurant, though. You guys know my dad's a bodybuilder.
Your dad's a bodybuilder?
Yeah,
Get the
every,
hearts out of
every
me.
single time we go to a restaurant, without fail. Do you guys have mussels on the menu? No matter what kind of restaurant it is,
no.
and then rolls up his shirt like the biggest douchebag on the planet and shows his fucking muscles.
Dad
and,
joke.
And the
Good dad
the
joke.
waiters are always
Solid.
like, "What?" Like nobody. and
Nobody gets
so,
it.
No,
Sure.
no. It will be at like a Chinese restaurant. The poor girl there will be like,
Right.
Is,
That's
what?
amazing.
What? No,
Is-
she's
is
just
New
looking at
Haven,
him like, huh?
is New Haven, Connecticut close to you?
Probably like 3 hours.
Okay. Because somebody called into the afternoons last week and said that New Haven has incredible pizza. And I need some.
You
I
need
I
some-
want to go.
yeah.
I got to like
sweet,
find this.
Sweet Haven. What's that from?
Doors? The Doors?
Nope. Sweet Haven. Robert Altman.
Danny and the Juniors.
Mussels and the
Mussels
shits.
is close. Mussels in the shits.
Muscle Shoals. The Muscle Shoals story.
Clam.
Sweet Haven. Anybody?
Yeah.
When
Jurassic Park.
Close.
When you say sweet, I just think Caroline. What?
Popeye.
Ah.
The Sailor Man?
Yeah.
yeah.
Did you ever see that movie with Ron Williams?
Yeah, Rob Williams.
And
Shelley
the, and,
Duvall.
yeah, and the woman from
No,
Shining.
I
What
only-
I am, and it's all
I used to
that
watch
I
the
am.
cartoon.
Yeah. Underrated movie.
Is Shelley Duvall, did she go crazy or something?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
She did. Some people blame it on
Shining.
Kubrick. Yeah.
What
but
does it mean she went crazy?
Like she went actually like lost her
I
mind.
think
Like, what happened?
I don't know if she's bipolar or what happened, but she's not doing very well. Yeah, she's not doing very well. There's been like documentaries and stuff on her. But we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk to you guys because we got about 20 minutes left, and we are going to have some conversations with you all. Cody's going to flash that that number up
I
there.
tweeted it out already, Christian.
Oh,
Should
this
we-
is
You know, like
you our bloody guest for tomorrow?
acid?
We're allowed to talk about it.
Shoot, y'all, we can.
The dot.
talk about it. You know who our bloody guest is tomorrow?
Jason Statham?
No, I'm pissed. and I
Jai
don't-
Courtney, Mike.
Oh, Jai Courtney's coming back.
You guys
yeah.
know how much I love
Are
him.
you
You booked him
excited
for
to
the day
come?
I
Are you
was
excited
there.
to interview him tomorrow?
I'm so pissed at you guys.
sorry,
You
Ross.
guys I'm
I
the one
tried.
who loves him.
Okay.
I never said I didn't.
This was
love
a
I didn't say that
very-
you did say that. I'm just saying
very
I'm the one
last-minute
who
thing.
loves him.
All right. So you will not be in here tomorrow? No. All right. So Roxy will not be here tomorrow. We're going to be talking to Jai Courtney.
I'll be here tomorrow.
You'll be here tomorrow.
Do you want to
Riley,
come tomorrow?
Riley, will you be here tomorrow?
You
Don't
guys are
invite
so
her.
mean to me.
Don't invite her? Okay. I will be here. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, you're on Collider Live. Will you be here tomorrow to interview Jai Courtney?
Yeah, of course.
Good. Who do we have today?
My name's Dave. I'm from Rochester, New York.
Whoa,
Hello.
wait, hold on real quick. Where in Rochester are you from?
Okay.
He said okay.
Yeah.
Where in Rochester? Like from the actual city? From like Pittsford, outside? Olin, where are you from?
Actually, I'm high school friends with Kaiser.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
Go Dave.
I got tired.
Who do you think's manager of the year?
Oh yeah. Well, he's gonna take Kaiser.
I'm going to ask him anyway.
Who's the manager of the year?
I got to go with my boy. Man.
Yeah.
Of course. Of course. All right. So I got to tell you, Kaiser though is one of my favorite people on the planet. He really is.
Good dude. Good people.
Yeah.
I had was it 2 days ago? I was cooking chicken in my backyard, grilling it up, just on the phone with Kaiser while I was doing it. It was like just. I've been buddies with him for like 20 years, but it's good.
Did he
to
go to
reconnect.
Fort State?
No, he didn't. I met him at the New York Film Academy when I came out. I was doing the Film Academy at UCLA during like one of my summer breaks at Florida State. And that's where we met and became friends. Sorry. So what do you got for us today?
I don't know, man. I first originally listened to you guys way back before Force Awakens with Jedi Council.
Oh wow.
And Kristian, we have to get that. I was one of the guys that sent in a question about are we gonna get Emperor Palpatine like series?
Oh yeah.
But anyways, I've been listening to you guys since. I didn't even know Kaiser knew you until like probably the last month or so.
Wow.
When Rox was talking about her birthday party.
Oh
and I
yeah.
said, yep, that's him.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I love Kaiser too.
Yeah.
Can't lie.
Yeah.
So here's an interesting question. You have a Collider Battle Royale. Who's the first out? Who's the heel turn? And who wins?
Okay, good question. So, we're not,
So, like,
but
Roca
real,
and Perry.
but not like if you put everybody in Collider in an actual wrestling match, and it's not kayfabe, and it's actually brawling. Like who
Are
would
we
stand?
saying like fighting or trivia?
No, he's talking
No,
about
not-
throwing people
yeah,
out
not
of it.
trivia.
Yeah, who's
Over the top Battle Royale.
over the top for real
Okay,
battle royal? You got. Cody's out. Cody and Alex are out
I mean,
pretty
Roca
soon.
gets hurt when he walks down the street,
True.
like, and Macuga pinches him and he
Yeah,
falls. So,
because people would team up and throw Roca out.
Yeah. So Roca's done.
Roca got a shot out. Ken's got a good shot to win it.
Mm-hmm.
Ken's got a good shot to win it.
Snyder's dirty.
Snyder's got a great shot to win it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I think Cody and Alex and Perry are out first.
well, I don't know about that because Perry is so fit.
She's fit, but people
I
would
could
get
pick
a hold
her
of
up
her and
with
throw her out.
one hand. I could literally hold her over
She
my
could
head with one
outrun
hand.
you.
Yeah, she would
She
run
could.
fast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that,
You'd run
you're
into a
in
wall.
ring.
You'd run into a wall
She's
eventually.
still being quick.
I think Dorian's got a good
She's
shot.
not quicker than me.
got
Fernandez is a bull.
I feel
Yeah,
like
Fernandez is
I
a
feel
bull.
like
He's
it's
got
Jay.
strength.
Jay.
Yeah.
Jay's got a good shot to win it
Yeah,
too.
Jay's he's an
you know what?
immovable force.
I'd actually put probably Jay at number. Yeah, Jay'd probably shit because he's done this too.
Yeah.
Jay's probably winning that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jay
And a heel. Right.
and he'd probably go heel in the middle of it too because he'd start
Coy
hitting people
too.
in the
Coy
head.
actually is.
He's
Coy's
strong,
pretty
but
jacked.
he's little. I think Jay would probably toss.
I know, I
Coy
think
right
Jay
out of
over
it.
Coy,
Yeah,
but-
Jay Washington wins the whole thing. Cody and Alex are out first. So there you go.
All right.
All right. Thank you for the call. All right.
Wendy's out pretty early.
Yeah. Let's do another one.
Wendy would be a good manager heel turn though, because she's so sweet, and then all of a sudden she gets mad and stabs into with a ninja
Thanks,
sword.
Dave.
I think Mance would do all right.
Yeah, Mance would probably do
Mance is
all
a
right.
lot more
But you
fit than you think.
can't punch
He
him
would
in
be
the
so
face
funny on
where
the
he used to
mic.
have a kidney.
Yeah, it's true.
Can't punch him
He's
there.
really he would be good and. Yeah, you'd have to capture. You'd be running around for a half an hour. You'd be,
He and Perry just run.
that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good.
You know who I bet would be kind of like
I miss calling him the cocaine donkey. I know we're
Yeah.
not supposed to,
Can't do
but
it.
I just
Can't
miss
do
it.
it.
I know. I'm sorry.
I bet Haley Fouch would do like she'd poke some eyes out.
Haley Pouch would be good too.
Yeah.
I think because you also feel so bad trying to go after her that she would be like, "Well, you shouldn't have thrown you right over." Yeah, right over.
Get you.
All right. What's next? Let's take another call. How dare you, Cody Hall? How dare
Because
you?
Cody's not trying to get in, or Roxy's not trying to call in.
Oh, yeah.
I'll try.
You think you can get in?
I tweeted the number.
What does that mean?
Did you
It means
know?
I'm going to go to my Twitter. I'm going to try to call it.
Roxy, if you don't win Manager of the Year, you're going to be really butthurt about it.
I think I'm not going to win, Josh.
You don't think so? I think there's a lot of people behind you.
Are we doing another awards show?
Of course.
Oh,
Every
nice.
year.
When
We've been
is
doing it since the first one that was ever done was just you and I sitting at the
That's
desk.
true.
We did you and I sitting at the desk. Year 2 was actually at the Collider. It was at the
Here.
old studio,
Yeah.
and then round 3 was at the Comedy Store.
Right.
I think round
Says
4 will be at
busy,
the Comedy Store.
busy,
also.
busy,
Yeah,
busy.
but yeah, did you go last year to the Comedy Store once?
Yeah, of course. Remember? I threw
Oh, yeah,
Andrew
threw
Guy's
Andrew Guy.
thing,
That's right,
and
that's right,
then
that's right.
Sam Levine invited us up after,
I
and
remember.
Elliot wasn't there.
I remember. Hey, you're on Collider Live. Who do we got?
I got yelled at.
This is Nadia from Georgia.
Oh, Nadia.
How
Wait.
are you getting in, Nadia, my vagina
Hold on.
friend?
Nadia yesterday had 2 questions, and we cut her off after
Yeah.
her
Oh,
first
yeah,
one.
yeah. So she can start with her second.
Yeah.
Well, I have two questions.
Okay.
One, you're on a deserted island. What's the one meal you'll take? And 2, Roxy, can you sing another song, like an impromptu one again? Your songs are the best.
What? You're
What song-
clearly
what was
joking.
the song?
I
Vagina.
am a person, and I sing.
Nadia's my friend, okay?
Yeah, your microphone's cracking, by the way.
Well, because I don't shout often.
Well, you just did.
What did Nadia just say?
Vagina.
Nadia, I think, just threw a shot at me.
Vagina.
What'd you say, Nadia?
I'll back you up, Nadia.
No, Roxy's the best.
Oh,
Yeah,
Roxy's the best.
baby.
Under her breath, she said you're an imbecile.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'll give you
The
that.
one meal, I mean, you got to take something huge
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
because you're going to be eating it for a while.
Pizza.
But it's got to last
Yeah, you're doing
through
pizza,
the heat.
right?
You can't pick pizza, Christian. That's a giveaway.
You just said
She made the rules.
you make the rules, but
Yeah.
you said any food that I wanted.
No, she just changed her mind.
Oh, all right.
I'm the law.
You are the one. That's fair.
Nadia's the law.
Then I would live on shrimp.
Shrimp?
Yeah, go fuck yourself. Shrimp
Your answer is shrimp?
with butter. Can I bring butter?
Shrimp with butter?
Yeah.
That's your
And a
meal?
little garlic
I
and some
mean, you'll
parsley.
die real quickly.
Yeah.
But I get thin as a motherfucker. I'll tell you that, and it tastes delicious.
I don't think it's like a time to go on a diet.
Yeah.
Was this a question about let me pick my food and then tell me what I can't, or was it take one fucking food and then move on to the next asshole with the next
Shrimp
food?
with butter.
Really? Not
Yeah.
like in any
Okay,
of your
Roxy, what do you
choices,
got?
huh?
What do you got?
Give a
Well,
shit.
okay, I'm really trying to think what would last because, like, I wanted to take a rack of ribs, but then,
You wanna
Take a rack of ribs.
but then
Yeah,
it's
that's
gonna, but then
good.
it's gonna go bad really quickly because it's not gonna last.
True,
so
true,
fucking
true,
shrimp will
true,
be
true,
everywhere.
True.
shrimp will go bad
And she
quicker than
said-
ribs will.
What are you talking about? It's in you're in a desert island. You put it in the fucking water.
in the
You let
water.
it swim around the water. You take it out of the water. You put it on the fire.
You're bringing a live shrimp.
I'm gonna bring so much shrimp.
I'm with Cody. I'm going to bring a Taco
Tacos.
Bell chain.
Oh, look how good it looks.
So good.
Looks like someone has diarrhea.
Cody,
with
I owe
cheese
you a
on it.
dad meal over there. We'll do a whole Instagram story about me and you at Taco
It's
Bell.
like, hey, I gotta take a
Nice.
dump, put it in a taco shell, and put some lettuce and cheese
How
on it.
dare you?
What was yours,
It's
Reilly?
glorious.
I'm between two things. I'm gonna go In-N-Out Burger. Give me the number 2 meal. Number
One-
3 meal. Sorry.
One In-N-Out burger.
Yeah.
Number 3 is the single.
No, isn't it a double-double?
No,
well, I'll
that's
give you the
one.
double-double.
I
meal.
want some shrimp with
Meal
butter.
I actually
Give
have
me
to tell
some
you,
shrimp
I
with
love
butter.
shrimp with butter.
Shrimp with fucking butter and garlic.
Garlic,
it's so good.
garlic.
If you're gonna die, it'll put you in the mood.
Lemon?
Gonna shark in a shallot and a butter.
Lemon.
Yeah,
With some
obviously. you're gonna
lemon
put a
on that
lemon on it.
motherfucker.
A little bit
Thank
of
you.
salt and pepper.
Take some of the butter.
You
And
know
the
what
butter.
else?
You put it in your face and you say this has a taste. And oh my God, I love my fucking shrimp.
And butter.
And if you're on a desert island and they have coconut shrimp.
Coconut
is pretty
shrimp.
good.
See, all you dummies are now coming along.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Throw it on a fire and roast it up. It's shrimp.
See? No.
And
I'm
butter.
just
The
gonna tell
other
you one
white
thing.
meat.
Your In-N-Out choice, whatever the fuck you chose,
Taco
and,
Bell.
and none of them had songs. None of them. That's right. All right. Thank you for the call, Nolly. Let's get to
Wait.
it. What?
Yeah, another question.
She asked the question.
I didn't want to hang up again.
She asked the question.
Oh, she did?
She
had
did.
2.
She said the
She
desert.
wanted Roxy.
She said the desert island, and then she
Did you
wanted
want me to
Roxy to
sing?
sing a song.
I'm sorry.
I did. Nadia's the best.
Oh, no, I'm going to hang up on you now.
All right, there
All
you
right,
go.
Roxy, sing the damn song.
I did.
She
No, you
did.
didn't.
She
Yes,
sang
I
the
did.
shrimp song.
Oh, you did. She sang the shrimp song.
I also sang the vagina song.
Yeah. All right.
Oh.
Let's take. Hey, there's
Didn't
somebody
like
on the line.
Collider
What the hell do you want?
Live.
Hey, my name's Derek, and I'm from Gainesville.
Hello, Eric. Gainesville.
feel like
Should I
it's
hang up on
Derek.
you?
I think
I'm
it's
a Noel.
Derek, yeah.
No.
All right.
Don't hang up on me. I'm planning on going to the Schmoedown in October.
All right.
There
I
it
will
is.
not. Then I definitely won't hang up on you. All right. So, what do you got for us today?
Is it Derek or Eric?
Derek with the D.
Suck it.
Right
Oh,
now,
wow.
Derek.
Just waiting for that right now, Derek.
All right. So
Go ahead.
I run
Thank
a
you.
YouTube channel called Big Freaking Geek, and I have to decide between either reviewing Ad Astra or Rambo next week. What do I pick?
Rambo.
Rambo.
Come on. What show are you calling
Now,
it?
here's the thing. If you get Ed Asner to review Ad Astra,
Oh,
then it
guys,
works.
the best thing happened to me yesterday.
You met
Sorry,
Asner.
Derek. No,
You met Derek.
no, I'm at
You had some shrimp
I'm
with
at the
butter.
Grove. We're watching our movie. I'm outside talking to you on the phone because you did a stupid thing.
Very stupid thing.
And I literally hang up, and this like 70-year-old woman is standing there, and she goes, "Hey, come here."
To you?
And, yeah, and I go, "Yeah," and she goes, "It's Brad Pitt." And he looks good. And she's just staring.
At the
you know,
poster?
It's not a poster. You know those monitors that's like 15 different TVs and they're flipping out?
That's great.
And she's just staring at him. I was like,
Look at her.
He does look good. Get your rocks off, babe. And then
Hell yeah.
Get it, girl.
she was just staring. She's
Good
like,
for
I
her.
want to show you something.
Brad Pitt.
No, what I did that was really what I did that was.
Bad Astra.
But yeah, the answer to that question is Rambo. I mean, have you seen 1 through 4?
He's not there.
I've actually the only one I've seen is the really recent one.
Oh, dude.
And the first one.
All right. So, all right, listen. Well, you got to go back and try to do a little marathon for yourself. But yeah, you should absolutely go see that. It's the end.
That's a
It's
fun
last, It's
marathon.
last blood. But thank you for the call. Here's the stupid thing that I did yesterday. I forgot to talk about this. So the screening was at 7:00. And I'm not too far away. I was going to make it to Century City. I'm ready to go watch this movie. I'm good to
here
go.
we go.
So 6:45, I leave. I go, I'm good. Roxy saved me a seat. Cool. Got it done. Take off. Get there. No time. I'm good. So I get into the theater. Walk through. I go, yeah, I'm in the wrong theater. And there's no studio head. There's nobody there. I said, yeah, it's the Grove I was talking about.
Oh, no.
Because Ad Astra is going to be at Century City, and that's not until next week.
Your default is Century City
Because that's
we
where
had
I
that
want
same
it to
thing.
be.
What were we
But
seeing?
not just that, there's way more screenings at Century City than the Grove.
Yes, and
you and
want-
I were talking earlier about how it's closer to our houses, like
but,
whatever.
But I talked to Roxy, and I'm like, she was nice enough to go ask the reps like when they were going to start the movie, and they're like, yeah, probably 7:05, and I was like, shit, I'm not going to be there till 7:15. There's just no way. I did get there at 7:15, but the movie
and it didn't matter.
It didn't matter. The movie had already started. Like it was 10 minutes late, and I probably could predict everything that happened from the movie anyway. It took me a second to kind of catch on what the fuck was going on, but then I got there.
Everything that you missed, you ended up seeing.
Anyway, because
Yeah.
they just repeated it
Yeah.
over and over.
You know what's
Yeah.
kind of crazy too is I've been told that the Ad Astra theme song is going to be changed to Ad Astra. Ba, ba, ba. I was up in a ship and the ship hit my dick.
What am I doing in
Astra.
space? Yeah. All right, let's do one more call.
That woman, her face.
Hey, you're on Collider Live. What do we got?
Hey, this is Brandon from Missouri.
What's up, Brandon from Missouri? What do you got for us today?
Well, first off, gotta say congratulations to Cody Hall on being a dad.
Whoa,
Yeah,
man. Thank you.
It's really nice.
Yeah. So my question is, I watched Scarface for the first time last night.
Oh.
Yeah.
And to quote Kristian Harloff, it stinks. It stinks.
What?
So what is a movie that everyone says you should watch that you watched and you thought was just terrible?
Okay, wait a minute.
I've never heard somebody who didn't like Scarface.
For a second.
You don't like Scarface?
It's fine.
Now wait a minute. I'm not going to make fun of
It
him.
stinks?
It doesn't
but
stink,
What,
but it's fine.
what
I'm
I'm
with
going to
him. I'm
say,
closer to
you can't,
stinking than it being
run. You
amazing.
can't run away. You can't run away from saying that Scarface stinks and then not talk about it.
Yeah.
What would you say? And my quote would be, "It stinks," and Scarface does not. But what did you think stinks about it?
I thought it was really kitschy and predictable, and I think there's a lot better mob-like gangster movies, and the fact that people think that Scarface is the penultimate gangster film is crazy to me, because I think there's a lot better movies in that genre that do a better job and are less, like I said, kind of corny.
All right. Well, here's a question. Here's a question for you then.
I'm
so,
with Brandon a little bit.
but wait. But
Was
I'm
it
gonna.
corny because it's an OG?
But this is what I'm going to say though. So here's a question for you. So what movies would you say are better gangster movies than Scarface?
Like Goodfellas.
All right, I'm gonna stop you right there. That's 1990. Let me stop you right there. 1991. That came out after it, so they had that to kind of look on. Maybe as a. Anytime a movie comes out first and it's dated, it's like it's harder to say. Well, this movie did it better because that one came first.
It's also hard to call
But he
it.
said Godfather next. Now Godfather did come out first. Now Godfather is always. I think Godfather's the gold standard of
I think
gangster
Godfather's
movies.
better than Scarface too. I don't think
100%.
anybody's fighting
Absolutely.
that. Yeah.
Because it is more of a serialized kind of cheesy, over the top. gangster movie, but I love it because of that. Whereas where the Godfather is a very serious kind of take on.
You like Godfather 2 better though, didn't you?
Yes. Yeah. All right. So what are some of the other gangster movies you think are better than Scarface?
Like Mean Streets, I enjoyed more.
Okay.
I thought Pulp Fiction obviously came out after, so that
Right.
doesn't count.
But the ones beforehand are Mean Streets and and I, I love that movie Scarface. I think, and it also shaped hip hop culture tremendously. But the question on the table is, what movie do you think stinks that people love?
I mean, I've said it before. Big Lebowski.
No.
Phantom Thread.
I don't think anybody thinks that's good.
Oh my God.
I've never seen it.
Josh, it has like close
people-
people are obsessed with it.
I'm talking about people that know.
You know what?
people.
Hey, Alice,
love
can you
that
bring up
movie.
the top 100 on AFI?
Who? I want you to introduce me to people that I know and like that's like that movie. That's
Dan
not Drew
Spencer,
McQueen.
Joe, all the Screen Junkies are obsessed with it.
They're
always
critics.
saying
They're the
Yeah,
prima
but,
donnas.
I think he means
Give me
more of
normal
like
people.
the more.
Well, what is it? What
like
is
more
its
like a
audience
super
score?
popular.
What is Phantom Thread's audience score?
Probably 98 or something. But that's critic to it. What he's talking about super
No,
popular.
audience score.
That's what I'm saying. It's probably like a 98 or something. Oh, audience score. Got it. I heard it at
I was
the
like,
end.
do I do it a third time or
No,
what
I
do we
heard
do?
it. I heard it at the end. Audience score 70%.
Okay, yeah, that's lower. 91.
I don't know. I'm trying to think. Let's see.
What's that story? I'm out.
No.
Gone with the Wind. It's long.
these are all like really popular. This is like film
Schindler's
popular.
List is
movies.
great. Vertigo's in. Wizard of Oz. man.
This isn't a hate. I like it, but I
What's
don't.
City Lights?
You know
Oh,
what movie
1931.
people love? You know what people love, and I just think it's good. Jaws.
Yeah, I'm with you too.
Sorry, buddy.
It's
I
good.
think it's good. It is a very good movie. Everybody like Dan Merle, you.
Hold on, real quick.
I think it's good.
Just need to.
I think it's good. I can watch it again. I think it's a really good movie, and I want to show like when Vivian gets older, I want to show her the movie because it's terrifying. And it's an incredible study of like great filmmaking.
High Noon. I don't love High Noon.
Oh, okay.
High Noon to me was.
It's a Western, right?
Yeah.
And like all the presidents film it in the White House and all. I mean,
Yeah.
watch it
There's
there.
gotta be one that
I think it's so mediocre.
Kingsman 2.
And I love westerns.
Golden Circle.
Yeah. Don't love Kingsman 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
yours would be Guardians 2.
Yes, Guardians 2. I like that movie less and less.
But I think we're talking about like the huge
I
movies
know,
that
I know what
people
he's
freak
talking
out. I
about.
mean, you can't say
Yeah.
anything about The Thing yet because you haven't seen
Oh,
it.
I love that movie so much.
Yeah.
I saw it the other day. Did I tell you that?
Can I throw another hot take in?
Oh yeah,
Uh-oh.
good. You're still on the phone.
Overrated.
Whoa!
Okay,
now
hang
get
up,
off
hang
the
up,
phone.
hang up,
get
now
off the phone.
you've gone too
No,
far.
That's
All right.
out.
So with that nonsense, we are going to. I was actually quoting Caddyshack the other night at dinner, for Sadie's birthday.
Where's Rodney's in it?
It sure is. It's just like you couldn't get away with some of the stuff. Like,
No.
hey Wang, don't tell him you're Jewish. It's like you can't get away
Okay,
with that kind of
fine.
stuff. You can't do
Give me a
it.
box
Why
of
are
those.
we
Give me a
ending the
box
show
of the
early?
naked ladies.
We have to do a couple other tapings and other
Yeah.
things happening. So with that, that's the show. So thank you guys for calling in today. Thank you guys for joining us today. Thank you so much to Josh Macuga and to Shrimp with Butter. We really appreciate it. Get your tickets for October 19th. Get a chance to be in the Schmoedown if you're anywhere near the Florida area. Get there. It is October 19th. The Schmoedownlive.com.
Can I come?
Get your tickets, maybe. Get your tickets and go check out that announcement. Me, Brett, and Ellis over on the Schmoedown channel. We'll see you tomorrow.